Why the mind suffers when it lives in the future. Welcome to a sanctuary of silence, a place where the noise of the world dissolves into the rhythm of your own breathing. Have you ever noticed how the mind becomes weary when it tries to live in a time that has not yet arrived? We often carry heavy burdens of worry about tomorrow, creating storms in skies that are actually clear. This habit of constantly looking forward is the root of our deep unease. For the future is a ghost that cannot be touched. Tonight, we will gently guide your spirit back to the safety of the present moment. We will discover why true rest is found only when we stop running toward the horizon. Close your eyes now. Let your shoulders drop and allow your body to sink deeply into the mattress. There is nowhere to go and nothing to solve. You are here, and that is enough. Chapter 1. Beginning anxiety and the ripples of the mind. Let us begin by acknowledging the state of the vessel that is your body and the vast, often stormy ocean that is your mind. You have laid yourself down. The day is done. The tasks are finished, or at least they have been set aside for the dark, quiet hours of the night. Yet, even as your muscles attempt to loosen, even as the gravity of the earth pulls gently at your bones, there is a hum. It is a subtle vibration, a frequency that seems to exist just behind the eyes, a whisper that echoes in the hollows of the chest. This is the residue of the future. This is the momentum of the mind that has forgotten how to stop running. Breathe into this space now. Do not try to silence the hum instantly. Do not fight the current. To fight the water is to create more turbulence. Instead, simply observe it. Feel the air entering your nostrils, cool and dry. Follow it as it travels down the back of your throat, warming as it descends, filling the lungs, expanding the ribcage, and pressing gently against the diaphragm. Then, watch the air leave. Feel the warmth of the exhalation. Feel the slight collapse of the chest. In this simple cycle, this rise and fall, lies the only truth that matters right now. You are breathing. You are alive. You are here. But the mind is a cunning traveler. It does not like to sit still. It believes that safety lies in the next moment, in the next hour, in the next year. It believes that if it can just predict every possible outcome, every potential danger, every conversation that has not yet happened, it can protect you. This is the great illusion of anxiety. It is a mechanism of survival that has become a cage. The mind projects itself forward, casting a long, shadow-like hook into the mist of tomorrow, and it pulls. It pulls your spirit out of the comfort of the sheets, out of the safety of this room, and drags it into a landscape that does not exist. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a wide, ancient lake. It is twilight. The sun has dipped below the horizon, leaving a bruised purple and indigo sky. The air is still. The trees that line the shore are dark silhouettes, standing like silent guardians. In its natural state, the water of this lake is glass. It is a perfect mirror, reflecting the first emerging stars, reflecting the moon, reflecting the truth of the world exactly as it is. When the water is still, it has depth, it has clarity. You can see all the way to the bottom, to the soft sand and the resting stones. But when we live in the future, we are standing on the shore of this lake, holding a handful of pebbles. Each pebble is a thought. Each pebble is a worry. One pebble is named, "What if I fail?" Another is named, "What if they leave?" Another is named, "What if I am not enough?" And with a ceaseless, frantic energy, we throw these pebbles into the water. Plip, plop, splash. Watch what happens to the surface of the lake in your mind's eye. Where there was once a perfect mirror, there is now chaos. Rings of energy expand outward, colliding with one another. The reflection of the moon is shattered into 1,000 jagged shards of light. The stars dance and tremble, distorted and unrecognizable. The clarity of the depth is lost, hidden beneath the churning surface. The water looks dangerous now. It looks confused. This is the state of the anxious mind. It is not the water itself that is the problem. The water is just water. It is the constant disturbance, the relentless throwing of stones that creates the suffering. We stand on the bank, exhausted, our arms heavy, yet we feel we cannot stop throwing the stones. We believe that if we stop, the lake will disappear. We believe that the ripples are keeping us safe, that the activity proves we are in control. But Zen wisdom asks us to look closer at the nature of the ripple. What is a ripple? It is energy moving through water. It has no substance of its own. It is a reaction, and like all reactions, it is impermanent. If you stop throwing the stone, what happens to the ripple? It continues for a moment, yes. It expands, it travels, it touches the shore. But eventually, inevitably, its energy dissipates. The friction of the water absorbs it. The gravity of the earth flattens it. Without a new stone to sustain it, the ripple must die. It must return to stillness. The suffering you feel, the tightness in your stomach, the racing of your heart, is simply the feeling of the ripples. You are feeling the distortion of reality. You are trying to read the future in a reflection that you yourself are disturbing. You are trying to see the moon in water that you are thrashing with your own hands. Let us walk away from the shore for a moment. Let us leave the bag of pebbles behind. In your imagination, turn your back on the lake of the mind. Feel the soft, cool grass beneath your bare feet. The earth is damp with dew. The air smells of pine needles and damp soil, a rich, grounding scent that fills your senses with the perfume of the present moment. You are walking towards a small, wooden hut at the edge of the forest. This is a place of rest, a place where the future is not allowed to enter. As you walk, notice the sensation of your legs. They are heavy, relaxed. With each step, you are sinking deeper into the earth, deeper into this moment. The future is a ghost. It is a phantom story written in invisible ink. It has no weight here. Only your feet have weight. Only your breath has weight. There is a story told by the old Zen masters about a man who was terrified of his own shadow and disliked his own footsteps. He decided to run away from them. He ran and ran, faster and faster. But every time he put his foot down, another footstep sounded, and no matter how fast he ran, his shadow kept up with him without the slightest difficulty. He thought he was moving too slowly, so he ran faster and faster and faster until finally he collapsed from exhaustion and died. If he had only stood still, there would have been no footsteps. If he had only rested in the shade of a tree, his shadow would have disappeared. You have been running. You have been running from the shadow of tomorrow. You have been running from the echo of your own expectations. And the running itself is what creates the noise. The running is what creates the anxiety. Tonight, we choose the shade of the tree. Tonight, we choose to stand still. Visualize yourself entering the small wooden hut. It is simple inside. There is a tatami mat on the floor. A single candle burns with a steady, golden flame. The light is soft and warm, casting a gentle glow on the wooden walls. You sit down on the mat. The posture is not rigid, but relaxed. You are supported. You are held. Look at the flame of the candle. It does not flicker. It burns straight and true. It consumes the wax of the present moment to create the light of now. The flame does not worry about how much wax is left at the bottom of the candle. It does not regret the wax that has already melted. It simply burns. It simply is. This is the state of mind we invite tonight. The state of the candle flame. Burning brightly, quietly, in the only moment that actually exists. When the mind lives in the future, it is like a carriage without a horse, rolling downhill, gathering speed, rattling and shaking, with no one holding the reins. We feel the vibration of the wheels and we think this vibration is life, but it is just uncontrolled momentum. To stop the carriage, we do not need to build a wall. We do not need to crash. We simply need to apply the gentle friction of awareness. Bring your awareness back to your body lying in bed. Feel the back of your head touching the pillow. Is there tension in your neck? Is there a tightness in the jaw? These are the physical manifestations of the future. The jaw clenches to speak words not yet spoken. The neck stiffens to brace for a burden not yet carried. Let them go. Imagine a warm, golden oil being poured gently onto your forehead. It is soothing, heavy, and warm. Feel it slowly trickling down. It smooths the furrows your brow. It flows over your eyelids, making them heavy, so heavy that they seal shut, locking the world out, keeping the peace in. The warmth travels down your cheeks, relaxing the tiny muscles around your eyes. It flows into the jaw, unhinging it, allowing the teeth to part slightly, allowing the tongue to rest on the floor of the mouth. The warmth continues down your neck, dissolving the knots, melting the ice of anxiety. It flows into your shoulders. Ah, the shoulders. How much of the future do they carry? How many imaginary burdens have you piled upon them today? Let the shoulders drop. Let them sink into the mattress. Let the mattress rise up to meet them. You do not need to hold yourself up. The earth is here. The earth has been holding you since the moment you were born, and it will not let you go. You can surrender the weight. As the body softens, the mind begins to slow. But perhaps a thought still intrudes. Perhaps a ripple still disturbs the surface. A worry about a task undone. A fear of an outcome uncertain. Do not be angry with this thought. Do not push it away with violence. In Zen, we treat thoughts like visitors. When a visitor knocks on your door, you do not barricade it. You open the door, you acknowledge them, you bow to them, and then you let them leave. You do not invite them to sit down for tea, you do not ask them to move in. See the thought. Ah, there is the thought of tomorrow's meeting. Acknowledge it. I see you. And then, return to the breath. Return to the candle flame. Return to the sensation of the warm oil flowing down your arms, past your elbows, into your wrists, and into the palms of your hands. Your hands are open. They are empty. This is a profound symbol. To hold on to the future, you must clench your fists. You must grasp at smoke. You must try to catch the wind. But relaxed hands are open hands. They allow the wind to pass through. They allow the water to flow. They hold nothing, and therefore they are free to receive everything. Feel the tingling sensation in your fingertips. This is the life force, the chi, the energy of the present moment. It is not in the future. It is buzzing right here, right now, in the flesh and bone of your own hands. Focus on that sensation. Let it grow. Let it be the anchor that holds you in the harbor of the now. The suffering of the future mind is the suffering of separation. We separate ourselves from where we are because we believe where we are is not enough or not safe. We split ourselves in two. One half is here, breathing, heart beating. The other half is a phantom, wandering through the corridors of next week, next month, next year, looking for ghosts. This split creates a tension, a tearing of the soul's fabric. This is the anxiety you feel. It is the pain of being stretched thin across time. Tonight, we heal the tear. We call the phantom home. We gently reel in the line. We whisper to the part of us that is wandering, "Come back. It is safe here. The fire is lit. The bed is warm. There are no monsters here, only shadows." As you call your spirit back, imagine the lake in your mind again. You have been sitting in the hut, breathing, relaxing. You have stopped throwing stones. Now, step out of the hut and look at the water once more. The ripples are fading. The chaotic chopping of the surface is smoothing out. The concentric circles are widening, slowing, becoming fainter and fainter. The water is remembering its true nature. It is remembering that it is still. It is remembering that it is deep. Watch as the last ripple touches the shore and vanishes. Silence. Stillness. The mirror returns. The reflection of the moon is no longer 1,000 shards, but a single, perfect orb of pale light floating in the dark water. The stars return, crisp and clear. The depth returns. The water is no longer a terrifying, churning mess. It is a vast, calm reservoir of peace. This peace was always there. It was underneath the ripples the whole time. The anxiety was not the water. The anxiety was the movement of the water. And movement, by its very nature, requires energy. It requires effort. Stillness requires nothing. Stillness is the natural state. When you stop doing, you start being. And when you start being, the anxiety has no fuel to burn. You are drifting now, drifting on this calm lake. You are a small boat, unmoored, untethered. There are no oars. There is no rudder. There is no destination. The gentle current of the night is guiding you. You are lying in the bottom of this boat, looking up at the vast, infinite sky. The stars are ancient. Their light has traveled for millions of years to reach your eyes. In the face of such vastness, the worries of tomorrow seem so small. They are like dust motes dancing in a sunbeam, insignificant, fleeting. The universe does not worry about the future. The stars do not worry if they will burn out. The moon does not worry if it will rise. The seasons do not worry if spring will follow winter. They simply follow the Tao, the way, the natural flow of existence. You are part of this flow. You are not separate from it. You are made of the same stardust, the same water, the same ancient rhythm. Why do you think you need to control the river? The river knows where it is going to the ocean. Your life is a river. It knows where it is going. You can swim against the current, exhausting yourself, terrified of where it leads. Or you can turn onto your back, float, and let the current carry you. Trust. This is the antidote to the poison of future thinking. Trust. Trust that you have the resources to handle whatever comes when it comes. Trust that the version of you that exists in the future will be wise enough, strong enough, and capable enough to face the moment. You do not need to solve the problems of the future with the resources of the present. You are trying to pay a debt that has not yet been issued. You are trying to cross a bridge that has not yet been built. Rest now in the knowledge that you are equipped for this moment. And this moment is all there is. Feel your chest rising and falling. Slower now, much slower. The breath is a wave rolling onto the shore of your body and then receding back into the ocean of the air. In and out. In and out. The ripples are gone. The lake is glass. The mind is clearing. The fog of anxiety is lifting, revealing the landscape of peace that was always there, waiting for you to return. You are the sky, not the clouds. The clouds of worry pass through, dark and heavy, but they do not touch the sky. They do not stain the blue. They do not scratch the atmosphere. They just pass. And behind them, the sky remains, vast, open, untouched. You are the mountain, not the wind. The wind of the future howls and screams, whipping around the peaks, breaking branches, stirring up dust. But the mountain does not move. The mountain does not bow. It sits, rooted in the earth, heavy and silent. The wind eventually dies down. The mountain remains. Be the mountain. Be the sky. Be the still water. As you sink deeper into the mattress, feel the boundaries of your body dissolving. Where does your skin end and the air begin? Where does the darkness of the room end and the darkness of your sleep begin? It is all one continuous field of rest. There is nothing to do. There is nowhere to go. The future is a dream. The past is a memory. Only this breath is real. Only this softness is real. Allow yourself to be heavy. Allow yourself to be simple. A stone at the bottom of the lake does not think, it rests. It is held by the water, cradled by the sand. It is perfectly at home in the darkness and the silence. Be the stone. Let the ripples of the day fade away completely. Let the surface of your mind become smooth, dark, and reflective. In this stillness, there is no fear. There is only the gentle, rhythmic pulse of life. Sleep is coming now. It is approaching not as a stranger, but as a friend. It is rising up from the depths of the lake to meet you. It is a warm tide washing over your feet, your legs, your hips, your torso. It wraps you in a blanket of nothingness, a benevolent nothingness, a healing void where the batteries of the soul are recharged. You are safe here. You are safe in the present. You are safe in the now. Let the mind go. Let the future go. Let the ghost fade into the mist. You are here. You are here. And that is enough. Chapter 2. The first step. Identifying the pain or problem. The silence around you is not empty. It is a rich, heavy velvet that drapes over your shoulders. It is the silence of the ancient earth resting beneath the stars. As you lie here, supported by the surface beneath you, allow yourself to feel the lingering touch of that healing water we spoke of. It has washed away the dust of the day, leaving your skin cool and your spirit quiet. But even in this quiet, even in this sanctuary of rest, there may be a whisper, a subtle vibration that hums in the background of your awareness. It is not a sound you hear with your ears, but a sound you hear with your feelings. It is the faint echo of a clock ticking. It is the shadow of tomorrow trying to creep under the door of tonight. To find deep sleep, to find the true liberation of the mind, we must not run from this shadow. We must not cover our ears and hum to drown it out. Instead, we must turn toward it. We must look at it with the soft eyes of compassion. We must identify the pain so that we can release it. Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the edge of a vast green forest. The trees are tall and ancient, their roots digging deep into the cool, dark soil. The air here smells of pine needles and damp earth, a scent that grounds you, a scent that reminds you of life itself. You are standing on a path that winds gently through the ferns and the moss. Take a breath here. Inhale the forest air, feel it fill your lungs, expanding your chest, reaching down into your belly. Hold it for a moment, letting the oxygen nourish your blood, and then exhale slowly. Watch your breath leave your lips like a faint mist, dissolving into the air. You are the traveler on this path, and you notice that you are carrying something. On your back, there is a pack. It is made of old, weathered canvas. It looks durable. It looks like it has been with you for a long time. You shift your shoulders, and you feel the weight of it. It is heavy. It pulls at your muscles. It creates a tension in your neck, a tightness between your shoulder blades. This pack is filled with stones. Let us pause and look at these stones. We are not judging them. We are not angry at them for being there. We are simply curious. We are like the Zen master who sits by the river and watches the leaves float by. We are observing. Reach back in your mind's eye and open the pack. Pick up the first stone. It is cold and grey. It has a jagged edge. This stone is called worry. It is the worry about a conversation that has not happened yet. It is the rehearsal of words you might say, or words someone else might say. It is a script for a play that has not been written. Feel the weight of it in your hand. It is dense. It is solid. Why do we carry this stone? The mind believes that if we carry it, we are prepared. The mind thinks that by holding on to the weight of the future conversation, we can control the outcome. It is a trick. It is an illusion. The stone does not help you prepare. The stone only makes you tired. It makes your walk through this beautiful forest difficult. It distracts you from the sunlight filtering through the leaves. Put the stone down, just for a moment. Place it on the soft moss beside the path. Reach into the pack again. Pull out another stone. This one is larger. It is rough, like sandpaper. This stone is called what if. What if I fail? What if I lose what I have? What if the car breaks down? What if the weather turns? What if I am not enough? The stone of what if is a heavy burden. It is the burden of infinite possibilities. The mind, in its desire to protect you, tries to calculate every possible future. It tries to solve problems that do not exist yet. It is like a general fighting a war on a battlefield that is empty. There is no enemy here. There is only the wind in the trees. There is only the gentle rhythm of your own heart. But the mind insists. It says, I must carry this stone. I must be ready. This is the nature of the pain we are identifying. It is the pain of displacement. When you carry the heavy stones of the future, you are not really here in the forest. You are not really here in your bed. You are split. Part of you is here, breathing, trying to rest. But a large part of you is thrown forward in time, wrestling with ghosts. This split causes suffering. It creates a vibration of anxiety that prevents the deep, restorative waves of sleep from washing over you. It keeps the muscles tense, ready to run, ready to fight, ready to freeze. But there is nothing to run from. There is nothing to fight. Let us walk a little further down the path in your mind. The light is golden here. It dapples the ground, shifting as the leaves dance in the breeze. You can hear the sound of a stream nearby. It is the sound of water flowing over rocks, a continuous, soothing murmur. There is a story told by the wise elders of the East about a young monk and an old master. They were traveling together on a journey that took many days. They came to a rushing river. The water was high and cold. On the bank of the river stood a woman, dressed in fine silk, looking afraid. She needed to cross, but the current was too strong for her. The old master did not hesitate. He walked up to the woman, picked her up on his back, and carried her across the river. He set her down gently on the dry ground on the other side. She did not thank him. She simply shoved him and walked away. The young monk was furious. He said nothing, but inside his mind was boiling. He thought, how rude she was. He thought, we monks are not supposed to touch women. He thought, my master has broken the rules, and for someone so ungrateful. They walked for mile after mile. The sun began to set. The shadows grew long. The young monk could not hold his silence any longer. He burst out, Master, why did you carry that woman? She was rude, and it is forbidden for us to do such things. The old master stopped walking. He looked at the young monk with deep, compassionate eyes. He smiled gently and said, I set the woman down hours ago at the riverbank. Why are you still carrying her? This story is a mirror. It reflects the nature of our burden. The young monk was suffering not because of the event itself, but because he was carrying the memory of the past and the judgment of it into the future. He was carrying a stone. He was missing the beauty of the walk. He was missing the sunset. He was trapped in a time that no longer existed. We do the same with the future. We pick up the woman, the problem, the task, the fear, before we even reach the river. We carry the burden of crossing the river while we are still miles away, walking in the meadow. We exhaust ourselves carrying the boat when we are walking on dry land. Feel your body now. Bring your attention to your physical form resting on the bed. Scan your body for the stones you are carrying. Start with your jaw. Is it tight? Are you holding words back? Are you clenching your teeth against a future challenge? Let the jaw unhinge. Let there be a small space between your upper and lower teeth. Let the tongue rest softly on the floor of your mouth. Drop the stone. Move your attention to your forehead. Is the skin smooth, or is it furrowed? The forehead is often where we hold the blueprint of tomorrow. We frown as we plan. We squint as we try to see into the mist of the future. But you cannot see the future. No matter how hard you squint, it remains a mystery. So let the forehead be smooth. Imagine a warm hand gently brushing across your brow, smoothing out the lines, wiping away the worry. Drop the stone. Move down to your shoulders. These are the pillars of the body. They often carry the weight of the world. They rise up toward the ears as if to protect the neck. But there is no danger here. You are safe. Lower your shoulders. Let them sink into the mattress. Let gravity take them. Imagine the heavy canvas straps of that backpack sliding off your arms. Feel the relief as the weight falls away. The stones of worry and what if are rolling away into the tall grass. Breathe. Deep, slow, rhythmic breaths. The pain of living in the future is the pain of rejecting the present. It is a subtle form of saying, this moment is not enough. I need to be somewhere else. I need to be in tomorrow to fix things. But consider the wisdom of the bamboo. The bamboo grows in the forest. It stands tall and straight. When the wind blows, the bamboo bends, it yields, it moves with the wind. It does not stand rigid and scream at the wind, asking, "Why are you blowing?" It does not worry about whether the wind will blow tomorrow. It simply is. It is fully present in the bending, and because it bends, it does not break. When the wind stops, the bamboo returns to its center. Your mind is like the bamboo. It has the capacity to be flexible. It has the capacity to return to center. But when we live in the future, we become rigid. We brace ourselves against a wind that has not yet started to blow. This bracing is the tension you feel. This bracing is the enemy of sleep. You cannot sleep if you are bracing for impact. Sleep requires surrender. Sleep requires trust. It requires you to believe that the universe will hold you, that the earth will spin, that the sun will rise without your supervision. You do not need to supervise the rotation of the planet. You do not need to command your heart to beat. You do not need to remind your lungs to breathe. Things happen in the eternal now. They are taken care of by a wisdom far greater than your conscious mind. Why, then, do you feel you must control tomorrow? Let us look deeper at this pain. It is often a fear of the unknown. The future is a blank canvas, and the mind is terrified of blank spaces. It wants to fill the canvas with pictures, even if those pictures are scary. It prefers a scary picture to no picture at all. This is the habit of the human mind. But tonight, we are breaking that habit. We are learning to love the blank canvas. We are learning to love the void. Imagine the color white, a soft, creamy white, like the color of a cloud, or the foam on the crest of a wave. Imagine this white space stretching out before you. It is the future. It is pure. It is potential. It is not filled with disasters. It is filled with space. Instead of painting monsters on this canvas, let us leave it white. Let us rest our eyes on the whiteness. It is soothing. It is clean. The pain of the future also comes from a lack of trust in your own resilience. When you worry about tomorrow, you are essentially saying to yourself, "I will not be able to handle it." You are doubting your own strength. But look back at your life. Look at the long road you have traveled to get here. You have crossed many rivers. You have climbed many mountains. You have walked through storms, and you have walked through droughts. And here you are. You survived. You handled it. When the moment came, you had the wisdom. When the crisis arrived, you found the strength. You did not need to worry about it 3 days in advance. The strength was there when it was needed. It rose up from within you like a spring of fresh water. Trust that spring. Trust that the future version of you will have the resources to handle whatever arises. You do not need to send your energy forward to help that future self. That future self is capable. That future self is wise. Let the future you take care of the future. You take care of the present. Your only responsibility right now, in this second, is to breathe. Your only task is to soften. Your only goal is to let go. Listen to the rhythm of your breathing. It is the song of the present moment. In and out. In and out. It is a lullaby that has been playing since the moment you were born. As you focus on the breath, you might notice the mind trying to jump away again. It is like a monkey swinging from branch to branch. It wants to grab the branch of tomorrow. It wants to grab the branch of next week. Do not be angry with the monkey. It is just doing what it knows. Gently, very gently, take the monkey's hand. Guide it back down to the ground. Sit the monkey down on the soft moss beside you. Give it a piece of fruit to hold. Tell it, "Hush now. We are resting. We are not solving problems tonight. The problem-solving department of your brain is closed. The lights are out. The workers have gone home to their families. The doors are locked." If a thought comes knocking on the door, shouting about a deadline or a bill or a conversation, simply point to the sign on the door. Closed. Come back tomorrow. You have the right to rest. You have the right to disconnect. You have the permission of the universe to lay down your burden. Feel the bed rising up to meet you. It is solid. It is real. It is here. This is the only reality. The soft fabric against your skin, the warmth of the covers, the heaviness of your eyelids. The pain of the future is dissolving. It is turning into mist. The stones in your pack are turning into sand. The sand is trickling out through the seams of the canvas. It is pouring onto the ground, returning to the earth. Your load is lightening. You are lighter. You are so light you could float. Imagine you are a leaf on that stream we saw earlier. You have fallen gently from the tree. You have landed on the surface of the water. You are not trying to swim upstream. You are not trying to swim downstream. You are simply resting on the water. The current holds you. The current carries you. You pass by the rocks of worry. You flow around them. You do not crash into them. You are fluid. You are soft. The water is cool and refreshing. It supports you completely. There is no effort required to float. It is the nature of the leaf to float. It is the nature of you to rest. As you float, you look up at the sky. The canopy of the forest opens up, revealing the twilight. The stars are beginning to appear. One by one, they prick the velvet darkness with their diamond light. These stars are millions of miles away. Their light has traveled through the vastness of time to reach your eyes. When you look at a star, you are looking at the past. But the star itself, the ball of fire, is existing in its own present. The universe is a vast web of present moments. There is no future out there in the stars. There is only being. Allow your mind to expand into that starry sky. Let it become vast. Let it become empty of time. In this vastness, the small, sharp pains of anxiety cannot survive. They are too small. They are swallowed up by the magnitude of the peace that surrounds you. You are identifying the silence now. You are identifying the stillness. This is the opposite of the pain. This is the medicine. The medicine is here. It is in the breath. Breathe in the starlight. Breathe in the peace. Breathe out the smoke of the future. Breathe out the fog of anticipation. You are clearing the space. You are sweeping the floor of your mind. You are preparing the temple for sleep. Sleep is a guest that enters only when the house is quiet. If the house is full of noise and people and arguments about tomorrow, sleep will stand at the door and wait. So we quiet the house. We blow out the candles. We hush the voices. We welcome the darkness. The darkness is not scary. It is a warm blanket. It is the womb of creation. All things grow in the dark. Seeds grow in the dark soil. Babies grow in the dark womb. Dreams grow in the dark sleep. Let the darkness wrap around you. Let it cover your eyes. Let it fill your ears. You are safe in the now. The now is the only place where you can breathe. You cannot breathe in tomorrow. Try it. Try to take a breath for tomorrow. You cannot. You can only breathe for this moment. This proves that you belong here. Your body belongs here. Your life belongs here. The mind suffers when it tries to live in a house that has not been built yet. The future is a house of mist. It has no walls to shelter you. It has no floor to hold you. When you try to live there, you fall. You feel exposed. You feel the cold wind of uncertainty. Come back to the house of the present. It has strong walls. It has a warm fire. It has a comfortable bed. Come inside. Close the door on the wind. Lock it. Sit by the fire of your own heart. Watch the flames dance. Feel the warmth radiating through your chest. This is identifying the solution. The solution is return. Returning to the center, returning to the breath, returning to the body. You are taking the first step. You have looked at the stone. You have named it. You have put it down. Your hands are empty now. Open your palms. Feel the air touching the skin of your palms. Empty hands are ready to receive. They are ready to receive rest. They are ready to receive dreams. You are drifting. The forest path is fading. The stream is fading. The stars are fading. There is only the sensation of weight. Heavy, pleasant weight. Sinking. Sinking deeper. The pain of the future is a distant memory. A story you once read in a book. It does not belong to you anymore. You are free. You are here. You are now. And in this now, everything is well. Everything is whole. Everything is complete. Rest in this completeness. Rest in this wholeness. Let the silence take you. Let the peace claim you. You are walking through the gate of dreams. The gate is open. The path is clear. Sleep is coming. It is walking toward you, not as a stranger, but as a friend. Chapter 3. Seeking. The journey into the inner self. As you welcome this friend called sleep, allow your awareness to drift gently away from the edges of your physical body. You are no longer defined by the outline of your skin or the weight of your limbs against the bed. You are becoming something softer, something more fluid, like mist rising off a quiet lake in the early hours of the morning. The boundaries between you and the room are dissolving. The boundaries between you and the world are fading. There is only a vast, open space of tranquility, and you are floating in the center of it. In this space, we begin a journey. Not a journey outward into the world of maps and miles, but a journey inward, a pilgrimage to the center of your own being. For so long, the mind has been a traveler in the land of tomorrow. It has packed its bags with worries. It has studied the maps of what might happen. It has walked the exhausting roads of prediction and planning. But tonight, the traveler puts down the map. Tonight, the traveler turns away from the horizon and looks down at the ground beneath their feet. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a lush, ancient forest. This is the forest of your inner self. It is a place of deep greens and soft shadows, a sanctuary that has been waiting for you. The air here is different. It is cool and rich with the scent of pine needles, damp earth, and rain that fell 1,000 years ago. It is the scent of eternity. Take a deep breath and smell this air. Let it fill your lungs, expanding your chest slowly, and then let it go. With every exhale, you release a little more of the future. You release the need to know what comes next. You step onto a path covered in soft moss. It feels like velvet under your feet. It is so soft that you make no sound as you walk. You are weightless here. The trees around you are tall, their trunks like massive pillars holding up the sky. These are the trees of patience. They do not rush to grow. They do not worry about how tall they will be next year. They simply stand, rooted in the now, drinking the sunlight and the rain as it comes. They are your teachers tonight. As you walk deeper into this wood, notice the light. It is a dappled, golden light filtering through the canopy of leaves above. The leaves dance gently in a breeze you cannot feel, creating shifting patterns on the forest floor. Watch these patterns. See how they change. They never repeat. Each moment is new. Each arrangement of light and shadow is unique. The mind that lives in the future tries to freeze time, to control the pattern, to ensure that the light will fall exactly where it wants. But here, in the forest of the soul, you see the truth. The beauty is in the movement. The beauty is in the uncontrollability of the light. You continue walking, and the silence of the forest wraps around you like a heavy, warm blanket. It is not an empty silence. It is a full silence. It is filled with the presence of life. Somewhere, far off, a stream is flowing over smooth stones. You can hear the faint, rhythmic murmuring of the water. It sounds like a lullaby. It sounds like a heartbeat. Let us walk toward that sound. As you move toward the water, you feel a sense of shedding. Imagine that with every step, a layer of your outer self falls away. The layer that holds your name falls away. The layer that holds your job title falls away. The layer that holds your calendar and your schedules falls away. You are becoming lighter. You are becoming simpler. You are returning to your original face, the face you had before you were born, the face of pure awareness. There is a story told by the old masters of a musk deer. This deer lived in the high mountains, surrounded by the majesty of the peaks and the clarity of the snow. One day, the deer caught a scent on the wind. It was the most beautiful perfume it had ever smelled. It was sweet, mysterious, and calling. The deer was enchanted. It thought, "I must find the source of this scent. I must possess it." So the deer began to run. It ran over the jagged rocks. It ran through the valleys. It climbed the steepest cliffs, risking its life. It searched in the caves and under the wild bushes. It ran until its hooves were sore and its breath was ragged. It ran into the future, always thinking, the scent is over there, around the next bend, over the next hill. If I just try harder, if I just run faster, I will find it. But the deer never found the source outside. It spent its whole life seeking, driven by a desperate longing for something it thought was far away. The tragedy of the deer, the masters say, is that the scent was coming from its own belly. The musk was within the deer all along. The treasure it sought in the distance was the very essence of its own body. You are the deer. We are all the deer. When the mind lives in the future, it is running over the mountains looking for peace. It says, "I will be happy when I get that promotion. I will be calm when the house is built. I will be safe when the bank account is full. I will rest when the children are grown." We run and we run, chasing the scent of peace, thinking it is waiting for us in a time that has not yet arrived. But here, in this quiet forest, you stop running, you stop searching. You realize that the peace you are looking for is not a destination. It is not a prize waiting at the finish line of your life. It is the scent of your own being. It is rising from within you right now. Feel this truth in your body. Feel the warmth in the center of your chest. This is the musk. This is the perfume of existence. It is already here. You do not need to go anywhere to find it. You do not need to become anyone else to deserve it. You do not need to wait for tomorrow to experience it. Walk now to the edge of the stream. The water is clear as crystal, revealing the colorful pebbles on the bottom. The water flows effortlessly. It meets a rock and flows around it. It meets a fallen branch and flows under it. It does not argue with the obstacles. It does not worry about the ocean it has not yet reached. It is completely engaged with the journey of this moment. Sit down by the edge of this stream. The grass is cool and dry. The earth supports you completely. You are safe here. Watch the water. See how it moves. It is always changing. yet it is always water. Your thoughts are like this water. They flow by. Some are happy thoughts, sparkling in the sun. Some are dark thoughts, carrying silt and mud. Some are thoughts of the future, rushing ahead. Do not try to stop the river. If you try to stop the water with your hands, you will only create turbulence. You will only create struggle. Let the river flow. Let the thoughts of tomorrow flow by like floating leaves. Watch them drift downstream. See them disappear around the bend. You are not the leaves. You are not the current. You are the one sitting on the bank, watching. You are the witness. As you watch the stream, you notice an old wooden bowl floating toward you. It bumps gently against the shore near your hand. You reach out and pick it up. It is a simple begging bowl, like the ones used by monks for centuries. It is empty. It is light. It is clean. This bowl represents your mind in its natural state, open, empty, ready to receive but holding on to nothing. When the mind lives in the future, the bowl is full of clutter. It is full of imaginary scenarios, conversations that haven't happened, fears that may never come to pass. The bowl is so full that it is heavy. It overflows with the noise of what if. But tonight, you wash the bowl. Dip it into the cool, clear stream. Let the water rinse away the residue of the future. Wash away the planning. Wash away the expectations. Wash away the anxiety of the unknown. Scrub it gently with the water of the present moment. Feel the cool liquid on your fingers. Feel the texture of the wood. Now, hold the empty bowl in your lap. Look into its emptiness. It is not a lack of something. It is a space for everything. In this emptiness, there is peace. Because the bowl is empty, it can hold the moonlight. Because the bowl is empty, it can hold the sound of the wind. Because your mind is empty of the future, it can hold the beauty of the now. Rest in this emptiness. There is nothing you need to do. There is nothing you need to achieve. The future is a ghost that cannot enter this forest. The future is a story written in a book you have closed. Here, there is only the rhythmic sound of the water and the slow, steady beat of your own heart. Listen to your heart. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It is the drum of life. It does not beat for tomorrow. It beats for now. It does not save its beats for a special occasion. It gives everything it has to this second. It is the ultimate Zen master, living completely in the present. If your heart worried about how many beats it had left, or how fast it would have to beat next week, it would falter. But it trusts. It trusts the intelligence of the body. It trusts the flow of life. Can you trust like your heart trusts? Can you surrender the need to control the timeline? Can you hand over the heavy keys of the future to the universe? You have been driving the car for so long, gripping the wheel until your knuckles are white, staring through the windshield, trying to see through the fog. It is time to pull over. It is time to turn off the engine. It is time to recline the seat and close your eyes. The universe knows the way. The universe has been driving the stars and the planets for billions of years without your help. It can handle your tomorrow. Feel a wave of relief washing over you. The responsibility is lifted. You are no longer the general of an army fighting a war against time. You are a child of the cosmos, cradled in the arms of the great silence. The light in the forest is dimming now. The golden dappled light is turning into a soft twilight blue. The birds have stopped singing. The wind has died down. The whole forest is settling in for the night. The trees seem to be exhaling, their branches drooping slightly in relaxation. The flowers are closing their petals, folding inward to rest. They do not resist the night. They welcome it. They know that rest is part of the rhythm. They know that without the night, there can be no morning. You lie back on the soft moss by the stream. It conforms to the shape of your body. You feel the connection with the earth beneath you. It is solid. It is ancient. It is stable. You are grounded. The spinning of the world slows down. The spinning of the mind slows down. Imagine that above you, through the gaps in the leaves, the first stars are appearing. One by one, they prick the velvet darkness. They are millions of miles away, yet their light touches your eyes. They are messengers of perspective. They tell you that your worries are small. They tell you that your life is part of a vast, mysterious tapestry that is far too big for the mind to comprehend. Why struggle to understand the pattern? Why struggle to predict the weave? It is enough to be a thread. It is enough to be here. As you gaze up at the stars, allow your eyes to become heavy. The eyelids feel like soft curtains made of lead, drawn down by a gentle gravity. It feels so good to close them. It feels so good to shut out the visual world and retreat into the inner sanctuary. Inside, it is dark and warm. It is the color of deep sleep. You are drifting on a raft of stillness. The stream is carrying you now. You are not steering. You are floating. The current is slow and gentle. It carries you deeper into the forest, toward the cave of dreams. You recall the teaching of the wise ones. When you walk, just walk. When you sit, just sit. When you sleep, just sleep. Do not wobble. To wobble is to have the body in the bed, but the mind in the office. To wobble is to have the head on the pillow, but the thoughts in next week. Tonight, we do not wobble. We are fully here. We are fully horizontal. We are fully surrendered. Your breath is the anchor. Watch it rise and fall. It is like the tide of an internal ocean. Inhale, the tide comes in, bringing nourishment and peace. Exhale, the tide goes out, carrying away tension and debris. In, out, rising, falling. There is no effort. The body breathes itself. You are just the passenger. Notice the silence between the breaths, the tiny pause at the top of the inhale before it turns into an exhale, the tiny pause at the bottom of the exhale before it turns into an inhale. That pause is the doorway to the eternal. That pause is where the future does not exist. That pause is pure peace. Sink into that pause. Expand it. Let it grow until it swallows you whole. You are floating deeper now. The forest is far behind you. The stream has widened into a vast, calm lake. The surface is like a mirror, reflecting the nothingness of the world. Void. You are dissolving into this lake. You are water into water. There is no separation. If a thought of tomorrow tries to arise, see it as a bubble rising from the depths. Watch it come up. Watch it reach the surface. Watch it pop and disappear. It has no substance. It cannot touch you. You are the water, not the bubble. The sensation of time is vanishing. There is no clock here. There is no calendar. There is no schedule. There is only the everlasting present. This moment is stretching out, becoming infinite. It is soft and dark and infinitely comfortable. You are seeking nothing now. You have found what you were looking for. You have found the absence of seeking. You have found the stone in the robe. You have found the musk in the deer. It is this deep relaxation. It is this profound letting go. Every muscle in your body is loose. Your jaw is unhinged, slack and heavy. Your tongue rests gently on the floor of your mouth. Your shoulders have dropped away from your ears, sinking into the mattress. Your hands are open, fingers curled softly like the petals of a sleeping flower. Your legs are heavy logs, sinking into the sand of sleep. You are safe. You are whole. You are held. The journey into the inner self has led you to this place of stillness. The seeker has become the sleeper. The questions have dissolved into the silence. There are no answers needed here, for there are no problems. Everything is exactly as it should be. The universe is unfolding perfectly, and you are a vital, breathing part of that unfolding. Rest in this perfection. Rest in this trust. The gate of dreams is right before you. It is a gate made of mist and starlight. It stands open, inviting you in. Beyond it lies the land of restoration, where the mind is washed clean and the body is healed. You drift through the gate effortlessly. You are no longer walking. You are no longer floating. You are simply being. Darkness wraps around you like a lover's embrace. It is a kind darkness, a healing darkness. Sleep is here. It has taken your hand. It is leading you down, 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 deeper into the quiet, deeper into the stillness, deeper into the source of who you are. The future is a dream. The past is a dream. Only this deep, velvety sleep is real. Let go of the last thread. Let go of the last thought. Let go. Silence. Peace. Nothingness. Sleep. Chapter 4. The Encounter. From the deep, velvet silence where you have been resting, a gentle image begins to form. It does not rush in. It blooms slowly, like a flower opening to the first light of dawn. You are safe here. You are warm. You are still deeply relaxed, but your mind is ready to drift into a story, a vision, a place of ancient wisdom. Imagine that you are standing at the base of a great green mountain. The air here is cool and crisp. It smells of pine needles, damp earth, and the sweet, clean scent of rain that has just passed. Breathe in this air. Feel it fill your lungs, cooling your chest, soothing your heart. It is the breath of the mountain. It is the breath of life itself. You are a traveler. You have been walking for a long time. You are seeking a wise teacher, a master who lives somewhere high up in the clouds, a master who knows the secret of a peaceful mind. You carry a pack on your back. It is heavy. It is filled with your supplies, your clothes, your tools. But it is also filled with something else. It is filled with your worries. It is filled with your questions. It is filled with the weight of the future. Look down at your feet. You are wearing simple sandals. You can feel the ground beneath you. It is a path of beaten earth and stone, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps. Others have walked this way before you, thousands of seekers, looking for the same peace you seek tonight. You are not alone in this journey. You begin to walk, one step, then another. Feel the rhythm of your walking, left foot, right foot. The sound of your sandals on the path is a soft, rhythmic crunch. It is a hypnotic sound. It syncs with the beating of your heart. As you walk, you look up. The mountain towers above you, its peak hidden in a veil of white mist. It looks impossibly high. It looks incredibly far away. Your mind begins to race. You think about how many steps it will take to get there. You calculate the hours. You worry that your legs will get tired. You worry that the sun will go down before you arrive. You worry that the master will not be there, or that he will not speak to you. This is the burden of the future. Notice how your shoulders tense up when you think about the summit. Notice how your breath becomes shallow when you calculate the distance. You are here, at the bottom of the mountain, but your mind is already at the top, struggling, fighting, trying to be somewhere it is not. The weight on your back feels heavier now. Every step feels like a labor. You are carrying the entire mountain on your shoulders because you are trying to climb it all at once in your mind. But you keep walking. The path winds through a dense forest of cedar and bamboo. The trees are tall and straight, reaching up toward the light. Their bark is rough and textured, covered in patches of soft, emerald moss. The light filters through the canopy in shafts of gold and green, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Listen to the forest. Somewhere, far off, a bird calls out. 2 notes, pure and clear. Then silence. Then the call again. It is not worried about the next call, it simply sings. You come to a small stream that cuts across the path. The water is crystal clear, rushing over smooth, grey stones. It bubbles and laughs as it flows. Stop for a moment here. In your mind, kneel beside the water. Cup your hands, dip them into the coolness. Feel the shock of the cold water against your skin. It wakes you up. It pulls you back from your worries about the summit. Bring your wet hands to your face. Wash away the sweat and the dust. The water smells of minerals and stone. It tastes of the snow from the high peaks. For a second, just 1 second, you are not climbing. You are just drinking. You are just feeling the water. And in that second, there is no burden. There is no future. There is only the cool, refreshing sensation of now. But then you stand up. You look up the path again. The anxiety returns. You have so far to go. You adjust the heavy pack on your shoulders. You sigh. You begin to climb again. The path gets steeper. You can feel the muscles in your calves working. You can feel the stretch in your thighs. Your breath comes faster now. You are working hard. The physical sensation is intense, but it is not painful. It is the feeling of being alive. It is the feeling of effort. However, your mind makes it suffering. Your mind says, I wish I was already there. Your mind says, I hope I can make it. Your mind says, what if I fall? This mental chatter is louder than the wind in the trees. It is louder than the stream. It clouds your vision, so you barely see the beautiful wildflowers blooming by the side of the path. You barely see the majestic roots of the ancient trees that form steps for your feet. You are walking through paradise, but you are living in a problem. Time passes. The light begins to change. The golden afternoon shifts into the softer, blue twilight of early evening. The mist begins to descend, wrapping the forest in a blanket of white. The world becomes smaller. You can only see a few feet in front of you. This forces you to slow down. You can no longer see the distant peak. You can no longer measure how far you have to go. You can only see the next step. Step, breathe, step, breathe. Finally, through the mist, you see a shape. It is a small gate made of weathered wood. It is simple, unadorned, standing between two large rocks. Beyond the gate, you see the outline of a small hut. A warm, orange glow spills from the paper windows, cutting through the blue fog. You have arrived. Your heart beats faster, not from exertion now, but from anticipation. You walk through the gate. The garden inside is raked into perfect lines of gravel, swirling around mossy stones. It is an ocean of stillness. You approach the hut. You slide the wooden door open. Inside, it is simple. Tatami mats cover the floor. A scroll hangs on the wall with a single brushstroke of ink. In the center of the room, there is a sunken hearth with a fire crackling softly. An iron kettle hangs over the fire, and a wisp of steam rises from its spout, curling into the air like a dragon. Sitting by the fire is the master. He is very old. His face is a map of wrinkles, like the bark of the cedar trees outside. His head is shaved smooth. He wears robes of faded indigo, patched in places with care. He does not look up when you enter. He is focused entirely on a small wooden bowl in his hands. He is wiping it with a cloth. Round and round his hand goes, slow, deliberate, gentle. He is not scrubbing the bowl. He is caressing it. He is not trying to finish cleaning the bowl so he can do something else. Cleaning the bowl is the only thing in the universe that exists for him right now. You stand in the doorway, your heavy pack still on your shoulders, your chest heaving from the climb, your mind swirling with questions. You feel large and clumsy in this space of perfect quiet. You feel the vibration of your own anxiety humming against the silence of the room. The master places the bowl down. He sets the cloth beside it. He moves with a fluidity that seems impossible for his age. There is no wasted energy, no hesitation. Finally, he turns his head. He looks at you. His eyes are dark and bright. They are pools of infinite depth. They do not judge you. They do not ask why you are late. They do not ask who you are. They simply see you. They see the sweat on your brow. They see the trembling of your legs. They see the heavy pack on your back, and they see the heavier burden in your mind. He smiles. It is a small smile, barely lifting the corners of his mouth, but it warms the entire room. He gestures to a cushion on the floor across from him. He does not speak. He simply points. Sit. You take off your pack. You let it drop to the floor with a heavy thud. You feel your shoulders rise, freed from the physical weight. You walk over to the cushion and lower yourself down. The straw mat is firm beneath you. The fire warms your face. The master reaches for the iron kettle. He pours hot water into a ceramic pot. The sound of the water pouring is the loudest thing in the world. It sounds like rain. It sounds like a river. It sounds like time flowing. He waits. He waits for the tea to steep. He does not tap his fingers. He does not look at the door. He does not look at you with expectation. He just sits. He is completely content to wait. For him, waiting is not an empty space between two events. Waiting is an event itself. It is a moment to breathe, a moment to be. You, however, cannot settle. Your mind is still climbing the mountain. You are thinking about the return journey. You are thinking about the questions you want to ask. You are thinking about how to begin. Master, you blurt out, breaking the silence. Your voice sounds too loud, too jagged. Master, I have traveled so far. I am worried about the future. I am worried about my life. I have so many goals, so many places I need to be. My mind is always racing ahead to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next. I am exhausted. I feel like I am carrying the weight of 10 years in a single day. How do I stop? How do I find peace like you? The master listens. He does not interrupt. He pours the tea into 2 small cups. The liquid is pale green, steaming, fragrant. He pushes 1 cup toward you. He picks up his own cup with both hands. He feels the warmth of the clay. He brings it to his nose and inhales the steam. He closes his eyes for a moment, savoring the scent. Then, he takes a sip. He swallows. He lowers the cup. He looks at you again. His gaze is soft but piercing. He speaks for the first time. His voice is like the sound of dry leaves rustling in the wind. It is raspy, but gentle. He says, "You ask about the future. You ask about the weight you carry." He pauses. He reaches out and picks up an empty cup. He holds it in the air between you. "Tell me, traveler," he says, "how heavy is this cup?" You look at the small, delicate cup in his hand. It looks very light. It is made of thin clay. You reply, "It is not heavy, master. It weighs almost nothing." The master nods. "Yes. To hold it for a moment, it is light." He extends his arm, holding the cup out straight. "But," he continues, "if I hold it like this for 1 minute, it is still light. If I hold it like this for an hour, my arm will ache. If I hold it like this for a day, my arm will go numb and paralyzed. The weight of the cup does not change, but the longer I hold it, the heavier it becomes." He sets the cup down gently. "Your worries about the future," he says, "are like this cup. Think of them for a moment, and they are nothing. Think of them for a little longer, and they begin to hurt. Think of them all day long. Carry them with you up every mountain and down every valley, and they will paralyze you. You will not be able to do anything. He leans forward. You walked up the mountain today. I watched you from the window. I saw you stopping. I saw you looking up at the peak. He pauses, letting the silence fill the room. Tell me, he whispers, when you were taking a step, just one single step, was that step difficult? You think back. You remember the physical sensation. No, Master, you say. One step is not difficult. And the next step? He asks. Was that step too heavy for you to bear? No, you answer. And the step after that? No. The Master leans back. So, he says, the steps were easy. You could handle each one. Yet you arrived here exhausted, burdened, and suffering. Why? You look into the fire. The flames dance and flicker. You know the answer, but you wait for him to say it. Because, the Master says softly, you were not walking one step at a time. You were walking the entire mountain in your mind with every single step. You were carrying the steps you had not yet taken. You were carrying the future. He picks up the teapot again. The future does not exist, he says. It is a ghost. It is a story. The only thing that is real is this. He pours more tea. The sound of the water fills the room again. Glug, glug, glug. This sound, he says, this warmth, this breath, this is the only reality. He looks at you with great compassion. You are suffering because you are trying to live in a time that has not arrived. You are trying to solve problems that have not happened. You are trying to cross rivers you have not reached. He points to your heavy pack in the corner. Leave the pack, he says. You do not need it here. Here, there is only tea. He hands you the cup again. Drink, he says. Just drink. Do not think about swallowing. Do not think about the taste. Do not think about finishing the cup. Just let the tea touch your lips. You lift the cup. It is warm. You feel the heat radiating into your cold fingers. You bring it to your lips. You close your eyes. For the first time since you started your journey, you are not a traveler. You are not a seeker. You are not a person with a future. You are just the sensation of warmth. You are just the taste of the tea. You are just here. The Master's words float in the air like the smoke from the fire. You cannot walk the path of tomorrow with the feet of today, he whispers. The room seems to grow darker, softer. The firelight becomes a gentle rhythmic pulse, like a heartbeat. The Master's presence is so calm, so grounded, that it acts like an anchor for your drifting soul. You feel your body sinking deeper into the cushion, the tension in your legs, the tightness in your back, the knot in your stomach. It all begins to unravel. The threads of anxiety that were pulled so tight are loosening. The Master picks up the iron poker and adjusts the logs in the fire. Sparks fly up the chimney. Look at the sparks, he says softly. They fly up. They shine for a moment. They vanish. They do not worry about where they will go. They do not cling to the fire. They simply are. And then they are not. Be like the spark, he says, bright in this moment, fading in the next, without fear. He closes his eyes, settling into a deep, meditative silence. He is teaching you now, not with words, but with his being. He is showing you what it looks like to put down the cup. He is showing you what it looks like to put down the mountain. You watch him. You watch the rise and fall of his chest. It is slow, so slow. You find your own breath matching his. In, out. In, out. The hut, the mountain, the forest, the journey, it all begins to fade into the background. There is only this rhythm. There is only this peace. You are learning the lesson of the encounter. The lesson is not a philosophy. It is not a rule. It is a physical act of releasing. It is the act of setting down the heavy glass you have been holding for too long. The Master is here. The tea is here. You are here. And that is enough. That is everything. The darkness outside the hut is gentle now. It is not a scary darkness. It is a blanket. The mist is not a barrier. It is a cocoon. You are safe in this moment. The future cannot touch you here. The future is just a thought, and thoughts are just clouds passing over the mountain. The mountain remains. You remain. Rest in this encounter. Rest in the presence of the wise old mind that lives within you. Breathe. Let go. Be. Chapter 5. Insight. Analyzing the situation through the lens of letting go. Be here. Just be here. Allow the silence of the hut to seep into your bones. It is not an empty silence. It is a full silence. It is heavy with peace. It is rich with the absence of noise. The tea in your hand is still warm. Feel that warmth. It is the only thing that is real right now. The heat transferring from the ceramic cup to the skin of your palms is the universe speaking to you. It says, I am here. It says, you are alive. It says there is nothing else you need to solve. Look closely at the steam rising from the cup. It dances. It twists and turns in the dim light of the lanterns. It rises, and then it vanishes. It disappears into the air. Where did it go? It is gone. It was here a moment ago, and now it has merged with the atmosphere. This is the nature of all things. This is the nature of your thoughts about tomorrow. They rise. They dance. They look so solid and so important, but they are just vapor. They are just mist. Let us look at this burden you have been carrying, this heavy pack on your shoulders called the future. Why does the mind cling to it so tightly? Why does the mind insist on living in a time that has not yet arrived? The monk sitting across from you watches you with eyes that hold the depth of a calm ocean. He does not judge your worry. He understands it. He knows that the mind travels to the future because it is afraid. It is afraid of the unknown. It wants to control what cannot be controlled. Imagine your mind is a hand. For so long, this hand has been clenched into a tight fist. You have been holding on to your plans. You have been holding on to your fears. You have been gripping your expectations of how things should go. You are holding on so tight that your knuckles are white. Your muscles ache. The tension travels up your arm and into your neck and settles in your chest. This is the pain of living in the future. It is the pain of holding on to water. You are trying to grab the river and stop it from flowing, but the river must flow. The insight we seek tonight is not a complex intellectual equation. It is not a riddle to be solved with clever words. The insight is a physical action. It is the action of opening the hand. Look at the cup in your hands again. If you squeeze the cup too hard, it might break. If you hold it too loosely, it might fall. There is a middle way. You hold it with grace. You hold it with presence. You support it, but you do not crush it. This is how we must treat the timeline of our lives. Why do we suffer when we project ourselves forward? It is because we are splitting our energy. We are taking the vital life force that belongs to this present moment, and we are sending it away to a place that does not exist. We are ghost hunters. We are chasing phantoms in a castle that has not yet been built. When you worry about tomorrow, you are paying interest on a debt that you may never owe. You are suffering twice, once in your imagination and perhaps once in reality. But usually, the reality is far kinder than the imagination. The monk lifts his own cup. He takes a sip. The movement is slow, deliberate. He puts the cup down. He is completely finished with the action of drinking before he begins the action of placing the cup on the table. He is not thinking about the next sip. He is not thinking about refilling the pot. He is just putting the cup down. Can you try this? Can you just sit, without waiting for what comes next? The suffering of the future comes from the gap between where you are and where you think you should be. The mind says, I am here, but I need to be there. I am safe now, but I might not be safe later. This gap creates tension. It creates a vibration of anxiety that hums beneath your skin. Tonight, we close that gap. We close it not by reaching the destination, but by realizing there is nowhere to go. You are already there. You have arrived. This moment right here, with the gentle light and the warm tea and the soft breathing, is the destination. There is no better moment waiting for you next week. There is no superior version of peace waiting for you next year. If you cannot find the center of the wheel now, you will not find it then. Let us analyze the texture of this anxiety. It feels like a tightening in the chest, a shallowness in the breath. It feels like a drum beating too fast. Now look at that sensation through the lens of letting go. Imagine that anxiety is a knot in a rope. You have been pulling on the ends of the rope trying to untie it, but pulling only makes the knot tighter. The harder you try to figure out the future, the tighter the knot becomes. The lesson of the tea is to drop the rope. Stop pulling. Let the rope fall from your hands. Let it lie on the floor. Look at the knot. When you stop pulling, it begins to loosen on its own. The fibers relax. The tension dissipates. When you stop demanding that the future give you answers, the present begins to give you peace. Breathe in deeply now. Fill your lungs with the scent of the old wood of the hut and the earthy aroma of the tea. Hold that breath for a gentle second. Feel the fullness of it. Now release it. Let it go completely. Push every atom of air out of your lungs. Notice something profound. You cannot inhale the next breath until you have let go of the last one. You must release the old to make room for the new. If you try to hold on to the breath because you are afraid you won't get another one, you will suffocate. You must trust the body. You must trust the air. You must trust the process. It is the same with time. You must let go of this moment to receive the next. You must let go of your plan for the future to receive the reality of the future. And the reality is often much softer than the plan. The monk pours more water into the pot. The sound is like a small waterfall. It is a cheerful sound. It breaks the silence without disturbing it. He looks at you, and you feel a transmission of wisdom. He is telling you that the mind that lives in the future is a mind that is starving. It is looking at a picture of a banquet and trying to eat the paper. It will never be satisfied. Come back to the banquet of the now. Taste the tea. Feel the cushion beneath you. Feel the fabric of your clothes against your skin. This is the feast. This is the nourishment. The suffering comes from the illusion of control. We believe that if we think about the future enough, we can control it. We think that worry is a form of work. We think that if we worry hard enough, we will prevent bad things from happening. But worry is not work. Worry is friction. It is heat without light. It grinds the gears of the mind and produces nothing but smoke. Let go of the steering wheel. The boat is floating on a gentle current. You do not need to row. You do not need to steer. The current knows where it is going. The current of life has carried you safely from the moment of your birth until this very second. It has never dropped you. It has moved you through days of sun and days of rain, and here you are, safe, warm, alive. Why do you think it will drop you tomorrow? Trust the current. Let your shoulders drop. They are so heavy with the weight of invisible tomorrows. Let them fall away from your ears. Let gravity take them. Let the earth carry the weight of your body so your muscles don't have to. The mind creates scenarios. It writes plays and tragedies that have not been acted out. It casts you as the victim. It casts the future as the villain. But you are the director. You can stop the play. You can turn off the stage lights. You can walk out of the theater and sit in the grass under the stars. That is what we are doing right now. We are walking out of the theater of the mind. We are leaving the drama of the future behind. We are sitting in the grass of reality. Feel the floor of the hut. It is solid wood. It was once a tree that stood in the forest for 100 years. It weathered storms. It saw winters and summers. It did not worry about the next season. It just stood. It just grew. It drank the rain when it rained, and it soaked in the sun when it shone. It did not ask why. It did not ask when. It just was. Be like the wood. Be solid. Be rooted. The insight of letting go is the realization that you are not your thoughts. You are the space in which the thoughts happen. You are the sky, and the thoughts are just birds flying across. You do not have to follow the birds. You do not have to catch them. You can just watch them fly. Let the thoughts of tomorrow fly past. Let them go over the horizon. Do not pack your bags and follow them. Stay here. Stay in the hut. The tea is cooling now. It is tepid. This too is a lesson. Nothing stays the same. The heat transforms. The moment changes. If we cling to the heat, we suffer when it cools. If we accept the cooling, we find beauty in the lukewarm tea as well. We accept what is. This is the end of suffering. Suffering is arguing with reality. Reality says, you are here in a quiet room. The mind says, I should be fixing tomorrow. The mind loses the argument every time. When you stop arguing, you fall into a deep relaxation. It is a relief. It is. Like taking off a pair of shoes that were too small. Feel your feet relaxing. Wiggle your toes gently, and then let them be still. Imagine the tension draining out of your feet like water flowing out of a basin. It flows out of your toes and into the nothingness. Your feet feel light. They feel empty. They have nowhere to walk right now. They can rest. Move your attention to your legs, the calves, the knees, the thighs. These are the muscles that carry you through the world. They are always working, always moving you toward the future. Tell them they can stop. There is nowhere to go. The journey is paused. The destination is here. Feel the muscles lengthen and soften. They turn to liquid. They melt into the support beneath you. Move your attention to your stomach. This is where we hold the fear of the future, the knots of anxiety. Imagine a warm, golden light glowing in the center of your belly. It is the color of the tea. It is warm and soothing. It dissolves the knots. It unties the tension. The stomach rises and falls with your breath, soft, easy, unobstructed. Move your attention to your hands, the hands that want to grasp, the hands that want to hold on. Open them. Let the fingers curl naturally. They are empty, and in their emptiness, they are free. They are not holding a weapon. They are not holding a shield. They are not holding a map. They are just resting. Move your attention to your face, the jaw that clenches against the unknown. Let it hang loose. The eyes that strain to see what is coming, let them sink back into their sockets. Let the eyelids be heavy curtains made of velvet. Close the curtains on the world. Close the curtains on the timeline. Behind your eyes, there is a vast, dark space. It is peaceful there. It is the space of potential. It is the space of rest. The monk in the hut has closed his eyes too. He sits in perfect stillness. He is teaching you how to be a mountain. The wind blows against the mountain, but the mountain does not move. The future is just wind. You are the mountain. Letting go is not giving up. It is not laziness. It is an act of supreme courage. It takes courage to trust. It takes courage to believe that you will be okay, even if you do not plan every second. It takes courage to float. Think of a leaf falling from a tree. It does not try to steer itself. It does not try to land in a specific spot. It surrenders to the air. It drifts, it spirals, it rocks back and forth. And eventually, it lands exactly where it is supposed to land. It lands gently. It returns to the earth. You are the leaf. The moment is the air. Let go of the branch. The branch is your attachment to the outcome. Let it go. You will not crash. You will drift. You will be carried. The air is thick and supportive. As you drift down, you see your worries getting smaller. They are up there on the branch, but you are down here in the air. You are floating away from them. They look so small from a distance. They look insignificant. Why did they seem so big? Why did they take up so much space? They were just leaves on a tree. And the forest is vast. The silence in the hut deepens. It becomes a physical presence. It wraps around you like a warm blanket. You are safe. You are protected. Not by walls or locks, but by the power of your own presence, by the power of letting go. There is a rhythm to this peace. It matches the rhythm of your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. It is the drum of the present. It beats now, and now, and now. It never beats in the future. It cannot. It only knows this moment. Follow the sound of your heart. Let it anchor you. If a thought comes about what you have to do tomorrow, simply say to it, "Not now." Speak to it gently, like you would speak to a child interrupting a conversation. Not now. Later. This time is for rest. This time is for the tea. This time is for the void. The insight is settling in. You realize that you have been carrying a heavy suitcase for miles and miles, and suddenly you realize you can set it down. You can just open your hand and let the handle slip from your fingers. You leave the suitcase on the side of the road. You keep walking. You feel so light. You feel like you could fly. This lightness is your true nature. You were born light. You were born without a calendar. You were born without a to-do list. You were born simply to be. We are returning to that state. We are peeling back the layers of adulthood, the layers of responsibility, the layers of time. We are finding the soft center. The darkness outside is not empty. It is filled with the hum of the universe, the crickets, the wind in the pines, the distant murmur of a stream. They are all singing the song of the present. Join their choir, harmonize with the now. The monk breathes out a long, slow exhalation. You match him. You breathe out the future. You breathe out the planning. You breathe out the what-ifs. You expel them from your body. You are creating a vacuum, and into this vacuum, peace rushes in. Peace flows in like water filling a dry creek bed. It fills your toes, your legs, your hips, your spine, your chest, your neck, your head. You are full of peace. You are heavy with relaxation. The teacup is empty now. The ceremony is complete, but the feeling remains. The warmth is inside you now. The wisdom is inside you. You understand now that the future is built out of the quality of your present. If your present is anxious, your future will be anxious. If your present is peaceful, your future will be peaceful. So the best way to take care of the future is to take care of this moment. To make this moment as soft and as deep as possible. So let go of the result. Let go of the destination. Love the step you are taking. Love the breath you are breathing. The hut seems to fade away. The walls dissolve into mist. The monk dissolves into light. The table and the cup dissolve into shadows. There is only you, floating in the velvet darkness, floating in the timeless space. You are no longer a person with a problem. You are a consciousness drifting in a sea of tranquility. You have analyzed the burden and you have laid it down. You have looked at the knot and you have untied it. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to think. There is only the slow rhythm of the drift. Drifting deeper, drifting softer. The mind is a lake at dawn, perfectly still, reflecting the sky. Not a ripple disturbs the surface. The future is a stone that you decided not to throw. You hold the stone in your hand, and then you drop it on the bank. You do not throw it into the water. The water remains glass. The water remains pure. Rest in this purity. Rest in this clarity. The insight has been absorbed. The lesson has been learned. The grip has been released. You are free. You are here. And here is a beautiful place to be. Feel the edges of your body blurring. Where do you end, and where does the rest of the world begin? It is hard to tell. You are merging with the silence. You are becoming the silence. Sleep is waiting for you, not as an escape, but as a homecoming, a return to the source, a return to the place before time began. Let yourself sink towards it. Let yourself be heavy. Let yourself be slow. So slow, like the movement of a glacier, like the growth of a mountain, like the drift of a cloud. Let go, let go, let go. The future can wait. It has to wait. It has no choice. But you are here, safe in the fortress of the now, wrapped in the armor of peace. Rest now. Just rest. Chapter 6. Transformation. Tranquility and facing the truth. You are drifting deeper now. The heavy armor of the day has been unbuckled. It lies on the floor, forgotten. You are no longer a soldier fighting battles that have not yet happened. You are simply a being, breathing, existing, floating. The silence around you is not empty. It is a rich substance. It is like velvet. It wraps around your shoulders. It covers your eyes with a cooling touch. Allow this silence to enter you. Let it seep into the pores of your skin. Let it flow into the spaces between your thoughts. We speak now of transformation, but do not think of transformation as a loud event. It is not a storm. It is not a crash of thunder. True transformation is quiet. It is the way winter turns into spring. You do not see the moment it happens. You only feel the air change. You only notice the light has shifted. This is the transformation of the mind. It is the shift from the noise of tomorrow to the stillness of now. It is the realization that the future you worry about is only a ghost. It is a shadow on the wall. And you have been fighting the shadow for so long, but now, in this deep relaxation, you turn on the light of awareness, and the shadow vanishes. There is only the wall. There is only the room. There is only you. Breathe in this truth. It is a sweet air. It tastes of freedom. Imagine yourself sitting on the edge of an old wooden porch. The wood is smooth and grey, worn down by centuries of weather. It feels cool and solid beneath you. Before you lies a garden. It is a Zen garden of moss and stone. It is early morning in this place of your mind. The sun has not yet risen above the mountains, but the sky is beginning to turn a soft, pale indigo. There is a mist clinging to the ground. It hovers over the moss like a blanket. It moves slowly, swirling in patterns that are too complex to understand and too beautiful to ignore. Watch the mist. It does not struggle. It does not try to be anywhere else. It does not worry about the sun that will come in an hour. It simply is. It flows where the wind takes it. It accepts its form. It accepts its shapelessness. Be like the mist. Your mind has been rigid. It has been trying to build structures in a future that does not exist. It has been trying to control the uncontrollable. That is the source of your suffering. That is the tension in your neck. That is the tightness in your chest. It is the effort of holding up a building that has not yet been built. Put it down. Let the building collapse. It was never real anyway. Let the blueprints fade. Let the plans dissolve into the mist. Feel the relief of that collapse. It is not a failure, it is a liberation. When you stop holding up the sky, you realize the sky holds itself up. You were never carrying the world. You were only carrying your thought of the world. And now, you put that thought down. You lay it gently on the moss. The earth can hold it for you. You do not need to carry it while you sleep. Listen to the sound of your own breath. It is the rhythm of the universe playing through you. In and out. Rising and falling. There is a story told by the old masters about a traveler who stood by a river. The traveler was desperate to cross. He had a heavy sack on his back, filled with provisions for a journey he expected to take next year. He was worried about the hunger he might feel in 10 months. He was worried about the cold he might feel in 2 winters. So he carried blankets and grain, stones and wood. The sack was so heavy his knees shook, his back bent like a bow. He looked at the river. The current was swift. He knew that if he stepped into the water with this heavy sack, he would sink. The weight of his future fears would drown him in the present. He stood there for hours. He calculated, he planned, he worried, he suffered. Then, he saw a leaf fall from a tree. The leaf was brown and dry. It detached effortlessly from the branch. It did not cling. It did not fear the fall. It drifted down, spiraling through the calm air, dancing with the gravity that pulled it. It landed softly on the surface of the rushing river. The leaf did not sink. It bobbed on the surface. It moved with the water. It became one with the current. It traveled effortlessly, supported by the very river the traveler feared. The traveler looked at his heavy sack. He looked at the leaf. And in that moment, the transformation happened. He realized the truth. He could not cross the river of life while carrying the burden of a future that had not arrived. He unbuckled the straps. The leather was stiff, but his fingers were sure. One by one, the buckles came undone. The sack slid from his shoulders. It hit the ground with a heavy thud. The sound was the sound of truth. He stood up straight, his spine lengthened, his lungs expanded. For the first time in years, he took a full breath. The air rushed into him, filling spaces that had been crushed by the weight of his worry. He felt light. He felt buoyant. He stepped into the river. The water was cool. It swirled around his ankles, then his knees. But he was light. He moved with the current, not against it. He crossed with the grace of the leaf. You are that traveler, and tonight is your river. To sleep, you must unbuckle the sack. You must look at the worries you have collected about tomorrow, about next week, about next year. You must see them for what they are, heavy stones, useful perhaps at some other time, but useless for swimming, useless for sleeping. Visualize the heavy sack of the future sitting on the floor beside your bed. It is outside of you. You are not the sack. You are the one who is free. Feel your legs becoming light. The tension in your thighs is melting away. The knots in your calves are untying themselves. Your feet fall open, relaxed and warm. The sensation of lightness travels up your body, into your hips, into your stomach. Your stomach is soft. It rises and falls with the gentle tide of your breath. There is no knot of anxiety there. The knot has dissolved. It has turned into water. It flows peacefully. The transformation is deepening. You are moving from the state of doing to the state of being. In the state of doing, you are always ahead of yourself. You are eating breakfast, but your mind is already driving to work. You are driving to work, but your mind is already in the meeting. You are in the meeting, but your mind is already home. You are never where you are. You are a ghost haunting your own life. But in the state of being, you are here. You are fully here. When you sleep, you just sleep. You do not sleep for tomorrow, you sleep for now. You sleep because the body asks for it. You sleep because the mind needs the silence. Imagine a great bell hanging in a temple. It is made of bronze, dark and ancient. When the monk strikes the bell, a deep, resonant sound fills the valley. Bong! The sound does not rush. It does not try to reach the other side of the valley instantly. It travels, wave by wave. It vibrates through the air. It touches every leaf, every blade of grass, every stone. It fades slowly, very slowly, until it merges with the silence. Your mind is becoming like that fading bell. The thoughts were loud before, but now the strike has happened. The sound is expanding. It is growing softer, lower, deeper. It is vibrating at a frequency that soothes your bones. Listen to the fade. Follow the sound of your thoughts as they disappear into the distance. Do not chase them. Let them go. Watch them get smaller and smaller until they are just specks on the horizon, until they are gone. Now there is only the silence of the valley. In this silence, you face the truth. The truth is simple. The truth is kind. The truth says that you are enough. The truth says that this moment is complete. You do not need to add anything to this moment to make it perfect. You do not need to fix anything in this moment. You are warm. You are safe. You are breathing. This is the ultimate success. This is the ultimate achievement. To be at peace with what is. Let us walk deeper into the garden of your mind. The sun is beginning to hint at its arrival. The sky is turning from indigo to a soft, milky violet. The birds are not yet singing. The world is in that sacred pause between the night and the day. You walk along a path of flat, smooth stones. The stones are cool against your feet. On either side of the path there is bamboo. Tall, green stalks of bamboo reaching up toward the fading stars. The bamboo is wise. It is hollow inside. It holds nothing. Because it is hollow, it is strong. When the wind blows, the bamboo bends. It bows low. It yields. It does not fight the wind. It does not say, I must stand rigid. It says, I will move with the force. And because it bends, it does not break. When the wind passes, the bamboo returns to its center. It returns to stillness. Your mind is becoming like the bamboo, hollow, empty of the future, empty of the past. You are just a vessel for the breath. If a worry comes, a wind from the future, do not become a stone wall. Do not resist it. Be the bamboo. Let the thought blow through you. Bend with it. Acknowledge it. Say to the thought, I see you. You are a wind. And then let it pass. Watch it leave. Feel yourself returning to center, returning to upright stillness, returning to peace. This is the practice of tranquility. It is not the absence of wind. It is the ability to bend without breaking. It is the ability to return to center. As you walk further down the path, you come to a small pond. The water is perfectly still. It is like a mirror made of liquid glass. It reflects the bamboo. It reflects the violet sky. It reflects the last few stars that are still visible. Look into the water. The water does not try to hold the reflection. If a bird flies over, the water reflects the bird. When the bird is gone, the reflection is gone. The water does not cry out, "Come back, bird." The water does not say, "I hope another bird comes soon." The water simply waits. It is ready for whatever comes next, but it does not pull it closer. This is the mirror mind. This is the truth of your nature. Your true self is like this water. It is capable of reflecting the entire universe, but it is not scarred by it. It is not burdened by it. The future is just a bird that has not yet flown over the pond. Why ripple the water? waiting for it. Why disturb the surface for a reflection that is not there? Let the water be still. Let your mind be glass. Feel the muscles in your face relax, the tiny muscles around your eyes, the muscles of your jaw, the forehead. Imagine a warm, gentle hand smoothing across your forehead, wiping away the lines of concentration. There is nothing to figure out. There is nothing to solve. The puzzle of life is not meant to be solved. It is meant to be experienced. And the only place you can experience it is here. Sink deeper into the mattress. Feel the gravity pulling you down. It is a loving pull. It is the earth claiming you. It is the earth saying, "You belong to me." You are made of the same dust as the mountains. You are made of the same water as the oceans. You do not need to strive to belong. You are already home. The transformation is complete. You are no longer the time traveler. You are the resident of the now. You are the bamboo. You are the mist. You are the still water. The future will take care of itself. The future is born from the quality of the present. If you are peaceful now, you are planting seeds of peace for tomorrow. If you rest well now, you are building strength for tomorrow. The best way to prepare for the future is to take care of this very moment. And the best way to take care of this moment is to sleep. To let go of the conscious control. To hand over the keys of the car to something greater. To the wisdom of the body. To the rhythm of the biology that has kept your ancestors alive for thousands of years. Your heart knows how to beat without your supervision. Your lungs know how to breathe without your command. Your cells know how to repair themselves without your instructions. Trust them. Trust the intelligence of life. You do not need to be the captain right now. You can be the passenger. Lie back. Close your eyes. Let the ship drift. The current is gentle. The water is warm. The destination is assured. You are drifting towards a land of deep restoration. A land where time does not exist. In that land, there are no clocks. There are no calendars. There are no deadlines. There is only the eternal rhythm of rest. Feel your arms getting heavy, so heavy they feel like they are sinking through the bed. Feel your legs getting heavy, like logs of wood settling into the soft earth. Feel your whole body turning into a heavy, warm substance, like warm honey. Slow, thick, sweet, golden. The mind is slowing down to match the body. The thoughts are becoming slow bubbles rising in the honey. They take a long time to reach the surface, and when they do, they pop silently. Pop, pop, gone. Transformation, tranquility, truth. The truth is silence. The truth is rest. Stay here in the garden. The bamboo watches over you. The pond reflects your peace. The mist covers you with a blanket of safety. Nothing can touch you here. The future cannot find you here. You are hidden in the fortress of the now. Sleep is coming. It is, walking towards you on soft feet. It is not a stranger. It is an old friend. It brings gifts of healing. It brings gifts of energy. But you can only receive these gifts if your hands are open. If your hands are clutching the future, you cannot hold the gifts of sleep. Open your hands. Open your mind. Let go. Drifting. Floating. Sinking. Deeper and deeper and deeper. The bamboo sways, the water settles, the bell fades. Rest in the truth, rest in the quiet. Sleep. Chapter 7. Merging. Relaxing every part of the body and mind. The journey of the mind is ending now. You have traveled far. You have looked at the future and seen that it is only a shadow. You have looked at your anxiety and seen that it is only a cloud. Now, you have arrived at the only place that truly exists. You have arrived here. You have arrived in this room, in this moment, in this body. There is nowhere else to go. There is nothing else to become. The great searching is over. The great striving has ceased. You are now entering the sanctuary of the physical self, the temple of rest that has been waiting for you all along. Feel the surface beneath you. It is real. It is solid. It is here to support you. For so long, you have been holding yourself up. You have been holding up the weight of your expectations. You have been carrying the heavy burden of tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and the years that have not yet happened. But now, gravity is here to help you. Gravity is the kindest force in the universe. It asks for nothing. It only wants to hold you. Let the bed rise up to meet you. Feel the texture of the sheets against your skin. Perhaps they are cool. Perhaps they are warm. They are soft. They are the boundary between you and the world. Let that boundary dissolve. You are not separate from the bed. You are not separate from the room. You are beginning to merge. To merge is to stop fighting. To merge is to become water. When you pour water into a cup, it becomes the cup. When you pour water into a river, it becomes the river. Tonight, you are pouring yourself into the deep, vast ocean of sleep. Bring your attention to your feet. These feet have walked so many miles. They have carried you through days of work and days of worry. They have tried to run toward the future. They have tried to run away from the past. But look at them now. They are still. They are motionless. Imagine a warm, golden light touching the tips of your toes. It is a light of pure relaxation. It is heavy and sweet like honey. Feel this warmth seeping into your big toe, and then the next toe, and the next. It moves into the balls of your feet. It moves into the arches. The muscles in your feet are unraveling. They are like tight knots that are gently being untied by invisible hands. Your feet are becoming heavy. So heavy that they feel as if they are sinking into the mattress. They are sinking through the floor. They are connecting with the earth below. The earth is stable. The earth does not worry about the future. The earth simply is. Your feet are now part of the earth. They are dormant roots, resting in the winter soil, waiting for nothing, needing nothing. Let this wave of heavy relaxation move up. It flows over your ankles. It encircles your shins and your calves. These are the muscles of action. These are the muscles that want to stand up and do things. But there is nothing to do. The list of tasks is gone. The calendar is blank. Tell your calves that they are dismissed from duty. They can soften. They can spread out. Feel the heavy bones of your lower legs. Bones are ancient. They are made of stardust and minerals. They are heavy and dense. Feel the weight of your bones pulling you down, down into the softness. The tension in your calves melts away like ice in the sun. It turns to water and flows away. The relaxation rises. It moves into your knees. It flows into your thighs. These are the strongest muscles in your body. They hold so much power. They hold so much tension. Often, when we fear the future, we tighten our legs, ready to run or ready to fight. But there is no fight here. There is no danger here. Let the large muscles of your thighs turn to liquid. Feel the front of the thighs smoothing out. Feel the back of the thighs flattening against the bed. The sensation of heaviness grows. It is a pleasant heaviness. It is the feeling of a stone settling at the bottom of a clear lake. The stone does not try to float. It simply rests where it belongs. Your legs are those stones. They are completely at rest. Now the warmth moves into your hips and your pelvis. This is the center of your gravity. It is the bowl that holds your body. Often, we hold deep, silent stress in our hips. We clench without knowing it. We hold on to control. Release the control. Let your hips splay open naturally. Let the joints loosen. Imagine the ligaments and tendons becoming long and loose, like rubber bands that have lost all their tension. Your hips are sinking deeper into the mattress. You are safe. You are held. You are grounded. The lower body is now asleep. It is distant. It belongs to the night. You are merging with the stillness. Now, bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Imagine your spine is a chain of golden light. Slowly, link by link, let the relaxation travel upward. Feel the muscles of your lower back release. This is where we carry the weight of the world. This is where we carry the fear of not having enough, of not being enough. Let it go. The mattress is there to support the curve of your back. You do not need to hold yourself up. Let the muscles widen. Let them spread across the surface of the bed like warm oil. The relief is immediate. The relief is profound. The knots dissolve. The tightness evaporates. Move your attention to your belly. The stomach is often the first place to feel the future. It tightens with anxiety. It flutters with nerves. It is the drum that beats the rhythm of worry. But now, silence that drum. Soften your belly. Let it be round. Let it be soft. There is no need to pull it in. There is no need to protect it. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your navel. It rises with the breath. It falls with the breath. Observe this rhythm. It is the rhythm of the ocean. It is the rhythm of the seasons. It is the rhythm of life itself. When you breathe in, you are accepting the present moment. When you breathe out, you are releasing the future. Inhale, and the belly rises like a gentle tide. Exhale, and the belly falls, retreating to the sea. Watch this wave. Do not force it. Do not control it. The body knows how to breathe. It has breathed for you since the moment you were born. Trust the body. It is wiser than the mind. The mind thinks about tomorrow. The body lives only in the now. By focusing on the rise and fall of your belly, you are anchoring yourself in the now. Let the wave of relaxation move up into your chest. Feel your rib cage. It protects your heart. It protects your lungs. It expands and contracts, a flexible cage of bone and muscle. Feel the spaces between your ribs opening up. Inside, your heart is beating. Listen to it. It is a slow, steady drum. It is the sound of your own existence. It does not beat for the future. It beats for this second. And now, this second. And now, this second. Visualize your heart as a flower closing for the night. The petals fold inward. The activity slows down. The energy turns inward. Your heart is resting in a pool of calm. The emotions of the day are washing away. The excitement, the fear, the anger, the joy. They are all drifting away on the stream of your breath. Now bring your attention to your hands. Your hands are the tools of the mind. They want to grasp. They want to hold. They want to fix things. They want to build the future. But tonight, the tools are put down. Clench your fists for just a moment, feeling the tension, and then release. Open them completely. Feel the fingers uncurling. Feel the palms softening. Imagine that your hands are floating in warm water. They are weightless. They are empty. There is a Zen saying that you cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. You cannot receive sleep with a clenched fist. By opening your hands, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. You are ready to receive rest. You are ready to receive peace. Let the relaxation flow from your hands, up your wrists, into your forearms. Let it flow past your elbows, into your upper arms. Feel the biceps and triceps turning to jelly. The arms are heavy. They lie by your side, lifeless and heavy. They are sinking into the bed. They are merging with the sheets. Now, focus on your shoulders. The shoulders are where we carry our burdens. We hunch them up to protect our necks. We carry the imaginary sacks of responsibility. Drop your shoulders. Let them fall away from your ears. Let them drop down toward the mattress. Imagine someone gently pressing them down, saying, "It is." Okay, you can put the burden down now. Feel the space between your neck and your shoulders lengthening. The tension melts like wax near a flame. The heavy sacks of responsibility slide off and disappear into the darkness. You are light. You are free. Move your awareness to your neck and throat. Swallow once and feel the throat open. Relax the vocal cords. These are the cords that speak words, that make plans, that argue and explain. Now, they are silent. Silence is a healing balm. Let silence fill your throat. Now, we approach the face. The face is the mask we show to the world. We hold so much tension here without knowing it. We frown, we smile, we squint, we pretend. Relax your jaw. Unclench your teeth. Let there be a small space between your upper and lower teeth. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Let it rest heavily in the floor of your mouth. The tongue is the root of speech, and speech is the root of thinking. When the tongue is still, the thoughts begin to slow down. Relax your lips. Let them be soft and shapeless. Relax your cheeks. Feel the skin smoothing out. Relax your nose. Feel the cool air entering the nostrils and the warm air leaving. This is the bridge between the inner world and the outer world. Relax your eyes. This is very important. The eyes are always looking. They are looking for danger. They are looking for answers. They are looking at screens. They are looking at the future. Let your eyes sink deep into their sockets. Imagine they are two smooth stones dropping into a deep, dark pool. They sink down, down, down. The water is cool and dark. There is nothing to see. There is no need to focus. Turn off the vision center in your brain. The screen is black. There are no images. There are no movies of tomorrow playing. Just velvety, soft darkness. Relax your eyebrows. Let the space between your eyebrows widen. This is the third eye, the center of worry and concentration. Smooth it out. Imagine a cool hand gently stroking your forehead, wiping away the lines of concern, wiping away the thoughts. Relax your scalp. Feel the skin on your head loosening. It is as if a tight cap has been removed. The relaxation flows over the top of your head and down the back of your neck, meeting the relaxation rising from your spine. The circuit is complete. Your whole body is now one heavy, warm, liquid entity. You can no longer tell where your feet end and the blanket begins. You can no longer tell where your head ends and the pillow begins. You are merging. You are merging with the stillness of the room. The air in the room is still. The furniture is still. The walls are still. You are part of this stillness. You are merging with the silence. Listen to the silence. It is not empty. It is full of peace. It is a thick, comforting blanket that wraps around you. You are merging with the night. The night is vast. The night is ancient. The night covers the whole world. Outside your window, the trees are sleeping. The birds are sleeping. The grass is sleeping. You are joining the great community of sleep. The future has no place here. The future is a concept of the mind, and the mind is dissolving. The mind is becoming like a cloud that has run out of rain. It is thinning out. It is breaking apart. It is drifting away into the blue sky of consciousness. You are not the thinker anymore. You are the space in which the thoughts appear and disappear. Watch a thought come. It is a small bubble. It rises. It pops. It is gone. Watch another thought. It floats by like a leaf on a stream. Let it go. Do not reach for it. Let it float downstream, around the bend, and out of sight. You are left with the breath, the slow, rhythmic tide. In, out, in, out. You are left with the heartbeat, the soft, muffled drum. Beat, beat, beat. You are left with the sensation of weight, sinking, drifting, floating. You are a boat that has been untied from the dock. The rope has been cut. The current is gentle. It is taking you out to the middle of the lake. The water is glass. The moon is reflected in the water. You are floating in the center of the reflection. There is no steering wheel. There are no oars. You do not need to steer. The current knows where to go. The current of sleep is intelligent. It knows the way home. Trust the current. Surrender to the drift. Every cell in your body is vibrating with a slow, low frequency of rest. The energy of the day is being metabolized. The cells are repairing themselves. They are knitting together the frayed edges of your spirit. But they can only do this work when you are out of the way. So get out of the way. Step back further. Fade into the background. You are becoming a ghost in your own body, a happy, peaceful ghost. You are watching the body sleep. You are watching the breath breathe itself. The boundaries of your skin are gone. You are expanding. You are filling the room. You are expanding into the night sky. You are the stars. You are the space between the stars. In this vast space, there is no time. There is no tomorrow. There is no yesterday. There is only this eternal, silent now. And in this now, there is no suffering. There is only peace. There is only the velvet darkness. There is only the gentle hum of existence. You are safe. You are whole. You are free. Feel the final traces of resistance evaporating. If there is any tiny part of you still holding on, let it go now. Maybe a tiny muscle in your finger. Let it go. Maybe a tiny thought in the back of your mind. Let it go. Maybe a tiny wish for things to be different. Let it go. Things are perfect exactly as they are. The darkness is perfect. The silence is perfect. Your tiredness is perfect. Accept the tiredness. Do not fight it. It is a heavy, warm coat. Wrap it around yourself. Snuggle into it. It is protecting you. You are sinking deeper now, past the level of relaxation, into the level of twilight. The space between waking and sleeping. The hypnagogic state, where images float by like dreams, colors, shapes, memories of soft things. The mind is shutting down its engines. The lights are being turned off, one by one, in the great house of your consciousness. The kitchen light is off, no more hunger. The study light is off, no more planning. The hallway light is off, no more moving. The living room light is off, no more talking. Only the pilot light of the soul remains burning, a small blue flame in the center of your being, watching, waiting, resting. You are going down a long, slow slide. It is lined with velvet. You are sliding down into the deep caverns of sleep, down and down and down. The air gets cooler, the silence gets deeper, the peace gets stronger. You are merging with the source of all life. You are returning to the factory of the universe to be reset, to be renewed. Sleep is not an absence. Sleep is a presence. It is here now. It is holding your hand. It is stroking your hair. It is whispering in your ear. Hush, hush, still, still. Everything is slow. Everything is heavy. Everything is soft. The bamboo in the garden has stopped swaying. The wind has died down. The bird has tucked its head under its wing. The world has stopped spinning for you. You are the center of the stillness. You are the eye of the storm, and the storm is gone. Rest now. Rest in this merged state. Body and mind are one. You and the universe are one. Past and future are gone. Only sleep remains. Drifting deeper, floating further, sinking lower. Let the darkness wash over you like a gentle wave. Let it carry you. Let it take you. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, no one to be. Just this breath, just this dark, just this peace. Sleep is here. Sleep is you. You are sleep. Falling. falling gently, falling safely, into the deep, into the quiet, into the void. Rest, rest, rest. Chapter 8. Experience deep lessons and peace spreading wide. You are now in a place where time no longer holds any power. The ticking of the clock has faded into the rhythm of your own heart. The demands of tomorrow have dissolved like mist under the morning sun. There is a profound realization settling into the very marrow of your bones. It is the understanding that the future was never a place you could go to. It was only a thought. It was a shadow cast by the mind, and now that shadow has vanished, leaving only the pure, unadulterated light of the present moment. As you drift in this boundless space, you begin to understand the deep lesson of the river. Think of a great, wide river moving slowly through a valley. The water does not strain to reach the sea. The water does not worry about the bends in the riverbank that lie miles ahead. The water is simply here. It touches the mossy stones on the riverbed right now. It carries the fallen leaf right now. It reflects the moonlight right now. This is the state of your mind. You are no longer rushing toward an imaginary destination. You have arrived. You are the water, and you are the flow. Feel this peace spreading wide within you. It starts at the center of your chest, a warm, glowing ember of tranquility. With every breath you take, this glow expands. It moves outward, slow and steady, like honey pouring from a jar. It flows into your shoulders, melting away the tension of holding up the world. It flows down your arms, past your elbows, into your wrists. It fills your hands, your palms, your fingers. Your hands are open now. They are not grasping for the future. They are not clenching against the unknown. They are open, resting, receiving the gift of stillness. The peace continues to spread. It flows down your spine, unknotting the muscles that have carried the weight of your worries. It moves into your hips, your legs, your knees. It flows all the way down to your ankles and your feet. Your entire body is now filled with this heavy, golden liquid of relaxation. You feel anchored. You feel grounded. You are as heavy as a mountain, yet as light as a cloud. Consider the wisdom of the old Zen masters who spoke of the empty cup. For so long, your mind was full. It was full of plans, full of fears, full of scenarios that had not happened and might never happen. A cup that is full cannot receive anything new. But now, you have emptied the cup. You have poured out the stale water of the future. And in this emptiness, there is room for the universe to enter. There is room for silence. There is room for sleep. The silence around you is not empty. It is a living presence. It is a velvet blanket that wraps around you, keeping you warm and safe. Listen to the silence. It is the sound of the universe at rest. It is the sound of the stars burning quietly in the void. It is the sound of the earth turning slowly on its axis. When you stop listening for the noise of tomorrow, you can finally hear the music of today. Imagine yourself standing in a vast, open field at twilight. The sun has just dipped below the horizon, leaving a streak of indigo and violet across the sky. The air is cool and smells of damp earth and sweet grass. You are alone here, but you are not lonely. You are connected to everything. You see the tall grass swaying gently in the breeze. Each blade of grass moves in perfect harmony with the wind. The grass does not resist. It does not ask the wind where it is going. It simply bows and rises. You are like the grass. You bow to the present moment. You rise with the breath. You surrender to the rhythm of nature. In this field, there is no path ahead of you. There is no destination to reach before dark. There is only the soft earth beneath your feet and the vast sky above your head. You decide to lie down in the soft grass. The earth rises up to support you. You feel the solid ground against your back. It is ancient and strong. It has held billions of beings before you, and it holds you now. You are safe here. As you lie in the grass, You look up at the sky. The first stars are beginning to appear. One by one, they flicker into existence, tiny points of light in the vast ocean of darkness. You realize that the light from those stars has traveled for millions of years to reach your eyes in this exact moment. The past, the present, and the future merge into this single act of seeing. There is no separation. You are part of the stars. You are made of the same dust. You are returning to the source. The mind that lives in the future is a mind that is constantly hungry. It wants the next thing. It wants the next achievement, the next solution, the next security. But here, under the stars, you realize you are not hungry. You are full. You have everything you need right here. You have your breath. You have your heartbeat. You have the darkness. The craving for the future fades away, replaced by a deep sense of gratitude for the now. Let us go deeper into this experience of peace. Visualize a lotus flower floating on a calm pond. The roots of the lotus are buried deep in the mud below, in the dark, unseen depths. The stem rises up through the water, flexible and strong. The flower rests on the surface, open to the sky. The lotus does not worry about the mud. It does not worry about the fading light. It simply is. It exists in perfect beauty, untouched by the water that surrounds it. Your consciousness is that lotus. Your thoughts may be the mud, dark and heavy, but you are the flower. You float above them. You remain pure and untouched. The ripples of the future may disturb the water, but they do not drown the flower. You ride the ripples until they fade back into stillness. And they always fade. All storms run out of rain. All waves return to the ocean. All thoughts return to silence. Feel the sensation of your own breathing again. It has become so slow, so shallow, so subtle. It is like a thread of silk, fine and delicate. You hardly need to do anything. The body breathes itself. The universe breathes you. Inhale, peace. Exhale, release. Inhale, here. Exhale, gone. There is a lesson in the breath as well. You cannot breathe in the future. You cannot save a breath for tomorrow. You can only breathe now. If you try to hold your breath, you suffer. If you try to rush your breath, you suffer. You must trust the flow. You must trust that the next breath will come. And it does. It always does. This trust is the antidote to anxiety. You trust your body. You trust the night. You trust the process of sleep. Allow your awareness to drift to the space between your eyes. This is the center of your knowing. Imagine a small, cool stone resting there. It is smooth and polished. It absorbs all the heat, all the frantic energy of the thinking mind. It cools your forehead. It soothes your brain. The thoughts that used to race like wild horses have slowed to a walk. Now they have stopped to graze. Now they have laid down to sleep. The field of your mind is quiet. As the peace spreads wider, it moves beyond your physical body. It fills the room you are lying in. It touches the walls, the ceiling, the floor. The room becomes a sanctuary of stillness. The peace moves out the window into the night. It covers the trees, the streets, the sleeping city. It spreads over the hills and the valleys. It spreads over the oceans and the continents. You are sending out a wave of tranquility that wraps around the entire world. You are not small. You are vast. You contain multitudes. In this vastness, the concept of a problem cannot exist. A problem requires a future to be solved in. A problem requires a past to be compared to. But in this infinite now, there are no problems. There are only phenomena arising and passing away. A sound is heard, and then it is gone. A sensation is felt, and then it is gone. You are the witness. You are the sky watching the clouds pass. The sky is never damaged by the storm. The sky is never stained by the smoke. The sky remains. You remain. You are learning the art of letting go. To let go of the future is to let go of control, and to let go of control is to find freedom. You realize that you never really had control anyway. The river flows where it will. The seasons change when they are ready. The sun rises and sets without your permission. This realization is not frightening. It is liberating. You can put down the burden of trying to steer the universe. You can take your hands off the wheel. You can lean back. You can close your eyes. You can sleep. The darkness behind your eyelids grows deeper, richer. It is a comforting darkness. It is like a womb. It is the place where life begins and where life rests. You are sinking into this darkness. It supports you. It cradles you. There is no need to see anything anymore. There is no need to understand anything anymore. The time for understanding is over. The time for being is here. Imagine a heavy velvet curtain slowly closing on the stage of your mind. The play is finished. The actors have gone home. The lights have been dimmed. The audience has left. It is just the empty theater now, silent and echoing with a peaceful hush. The drama of your life, the drama of your worries, the drama of the future, it is all behind the curtain. You are resting in the quiet dark of the theater. There is nothing left to watch. There is nothing left to do. Every muscle in your body has turned to liquid. Your bones feel like heavy iron bars sinking into the mattress. Your skin feels soft and permeable, as if the air and your body are merging into one. The boundaries are dissolving. Where does your skin end and the air begin? It is impossible to tell. You are expanding. You are becoming the night. The wisdom of the ages whispers to you in this silence. It tells you that you are enough. It tells you that this moment is enough. It tells you that there is nothing missing. The future creates a sense of lack, a feeling that you need something else to be complete. But the present moment is whole. It is perfect in its imperfection. It is complete in its incompleteness. You are whole. You are complete. Drift further now. Drift past the thoughts, drift past the feelings, drift past the sensations. Go to the place underneath it all, the place of deep, dreamless sleep. This is the destination that is not a destination. This is the home that you never left. Imagine a feather falling from a great height. It falls slowly, turning gently in the air. It rocks back and forth, drifting down, down, down. It takes a long time to reach the ground. Watch the feather in your mind. Watch it float. Watch it descend. It is in no hurry. It has nowhere to go but down. You are that feather. You are falling gently through the soft air of the night, falling away from the noise, falling away from the light, falling into the soft, waiting earth. As you fall, you feel a sense of profound safety. You are held by the laws of nature. Gravity holds you. The earth holds you. The atmosphere holds you. You do not have to hold yourself up. You can completely collapse. You can completely surrender. Give your weight to the bed. Give your mind to the dark. Give your heart to the peace. The lessons you have learned are not just words. They are experiences. You are experiencing the truth of no time. You are experiencing the truth of no mind. When the mind stops projecting into the future, suffering ceases. It is as simple as blowing out a candle. The flame of anxiety flickers and dies, and only the cool smoke of relaxation remains. Smell the imaginary scent of lavender and sandalwood. It is a scent that calms the spirit. It fills your nose and travels to your brain, signaling that it is time to shut down. The systems of your body are powering down one by one. The thinking mind, off. The planning mind, off. The worrying mind, off. The sensing body, dimming. The hearing ears, dimming. You are floating on a vast, dark lake. The water is still as glass. The sky above is black and starless. There is no horizon. The water and the sky are the same shade of black. You are floating on your back, perfectly buoyant. The water is warm, the same temperature as your skin. You cannot feel where the water touches you. You are simply suspended in the void. There is total silence. Not a bird, not a wind, not a ripple. Just you and the infinite deep. In this deep place, healing happens. When the mind stops fighting the future, the energy that was wasted on worry returns to the body. It goes to the cells that need repair. It goes to the nerves that need soothing. It goes to the heart that needs rest. By sleeping, you are healing. By letting go of tomorrow, you are fixing today. Feel the gentle pull of sleep becoming stronger. It is like a magnetic force drawing you down. It is irresistible. You do not want to resist. You want to go. You want to sink. You want to disappear into the comfort of unconsciousness. It is a sweet surrender, a happy letting go. The words are becoming distant now. They are just sounds, gentle vibrations in the air. They do not need to be understood. They are just waves washing over you. Let them wash. Let them fade. You are walking through a tunnel of soft grey mist. The mist is cool and damp. It swirls around your legs. You are walking deeper into the mist. The world behind you is gone. The world ahead of you is hidden. There is only the mist. It is quiet here. It is safe here. You walk slowly, step by step. With each step you feel heavier. With each step you feel more tired. A good tired, a deep tired. You see a bed of soft moss waiting for you in the mist. It looks so inviting. You lie down on the moss. It conforms to your shape. It is soft and green and smells of the forest. You curl up. You close your eyes. The mist covers you like a blanket. You are hidden. You are safe. You are asleep. The peace is wide now. It is an ocean. You are a drop of water falling into that ocean. You merge. You become the ocean. You are vast. You are deep. You are calm. There is no future here. There is no past here. There is only this eternal sleep, this deep rest, this silent void. Falling deeper, falling softer, falling slower. The mind is blank. The heart is slow. The body is stone. Nothing matters. Nothing exists. Only sleep. Drifting, floating, sinking. The lesson is learned. The burden is gone. The peace is here. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Deep sleep, quiet sleep, endless sleep. Rest in the now. Rest in the dark. Rest in the silence. Good night to the future. Good night to the worry. Good night to the mind. You are free. You are peace. You are sleep. Chapter 9. Breath. Absolute silence and preparation for sleep. You have arrived at the edge of the great silence. The journey through the tangled forests of the mind is over. The steep mountains of worry about what tomorrow might bring have been leveled into a flat, endless plain of sand. There is no longer a path to follow because you have reached the destination. The destination is here. The destination is this very moment. The destination is the stillness that rests inside your chest. Now we enter the final chamber of the night. This is the sanctuary of the breath. Here, there is no future to plan for. There is no past to regret. There is only the gentle, rhythmic tide of your own existence. It is time to lay down the final burdens. It is time to untie the last knots of tension that hold you to the waking world. It is time to surrender completely to the velvet embrace of sleep. Let us begin by noticing the silence. Listen to it. It is not merely an absence of noise, it is a presence in itself. It is a heavy, comforting blanket that wraps around the world. Outside your window, the world has slowed down. The engines have stopped. The voices have faded. The birds are asleep in the branches of the trees, their heads tucked under their wings, waiting for a dawn that does not concern you right now. The wind may be blowing, but even the wind is part of this silence, a hush that moves through the leaves. Bring your attention to the room you are in. You do not need to open your eyes. You know this space. It is your sanctuary. Feel the air in the room. It is still. It is waiting for you to rest. The darkness here is not empty. It is rich and full of peace. It is a soft substance that fills every corner, cushioning you, protecting you from the harsh light of the day. The shadows are friendly. They are the guardians of your rest. Now, bring your attention closer. Bring it to the surface of your skin. Feel the air touching your face. It is cool and delicate. It kisses your forehead, smoothing away the lines of concentration. It touches your cheeks, relaxing the muscles that have held smiles or frowns throughout the day. Feel the weight of the blankets upon your body. This weight is good. It is a grounding force. It holds you here, on this bed, in this moment. You are safe. You are warm. You are held. Feel the support beneath you. The mattress rises to meet your back, your hips, your legs. It is solid and reliable. You do not need to hold yourself up anymore. The earth, through the floor, through the bed, is holding you. You can let go. Let your muscles turn to water. Let your bones turn to heavy stone. Sink into the support. Sink deeper. Allow gravity to take over. Gravity is the gentle hand of nature pulling you down into rest. Do not resist it. Let it pull you. Down, down, down. Now we find the breath. The breath is the only clock you need. It does not tick away the seconds of your life. It expands them. It opens them up into vast moments of peace. Observe your breath. Do not change it. Do not force it. Just watch it. It flows in and it flows out. It has done this since the moment you were born, and it will continue to do so while you sleep. It is a faithful friend. It is the rhythm of the ocean inside you. Breathe in slowly. Feel the air entering your nose. It is cool. It travels down the back of your throat, a gentle stream of life. It fills your lungs, expanding your chest, expanding your belly. Feel the stretch of your ribs, a subtle movement, like the wings of a bird stretching but not taking flight. Hold it there for a tiny moment, a suspended moment of stillness. And now, breathe out. Feel the air leaving your body. It is warmer now. It carries with it the heat of the day, the waste of the body, the tension of the mind. Let it all go. As the air leaves, feel your body deflate slightly, sinking deeper into the mattress. The out-breath is the act of letting go. It is the act of surrender. With every exhale, you are saying goodbye to the future. You are saying goodbye to the need to control. Let us look closely at this cycle. Inhale. The tide comes in. The waves wash over the sand, bringing fresh water, fresh energy. Exhale. The tide goes out. The water retreats, taking with it the debris, the footprints, the disturbances. The sand is left smooth. The mind is left smooth. Imagine your mind is like a clear, still pool of water in a deep cavern. When you worry about the future, when you plan and calculate, you are throwing stones into this pool. Ripples disturb the surface, the water becomes muddy. But now, there are no more stones. The last ripple has reached the edge, and vanished. The surface is glass. It reflects nothing but the dark, peaceful void above it. It is perfectly still. If a thought comes to you, a thought about tomorrow, a thought about a task left undone, simply treat it like a falling leaf. See it land on the surface of the pool. Do not try to sink it. Do not try to scoop it out. Just watch it. It floats for a moment, and then, slowly, gently, it drifts away to the edge and disappears. The water remains still. You remain still. Focus on the sensation of your chest, rising and falling. It is a slow, hypnotic rhythm. Rise and fall. Rise and fall. It is the lullaby of the body. Let this rhythm slow down. Let it become longer, deeper, quieter. There is no rush. There is nowhere to go. There is nothing to achieve. The only goal is to be here, breathing. Deep inside the traditions of the wise, there is a teaching about the space between breaths, the pause. Notice it now. Breathe in, pause. Breathe out, pause. In those tiny gaps, there is absolute silence. In those gaps, time stops. In those gaps, you are not a person with a name and a history and a future. You are just pure awareness. You are just peace. Try to linger in those pauses. Let them grow slightly longer, not by force, but by relaxation. Rest in the emptiness between the inhale and the exhale. Now, let us scan the body one last time with the slowness of a glacier moving across the land. We start at the feet. Your feet have walked many miles. They have carried you toward the future all day long. Now they are still. Imagine a warm, golden light surrounding your toes. Feel them relax. The warmth spreads to your arches, your heels, your ankles. The bones feel heavy, the muscles loosen. Your feet are asleep. They are turning off. They are disconnecting from the world. The warmth moves up to your calves. These strong muscles that hold you upright are now soft. They melt into the bed. The tension dissolves like salt in water. The warmth moves to your knees, soothing the joints. It moves to your thighs. Feel the heavy, large muscles of your legs letting go. They are sinking. They are so heavy that even if you wanted to lift them, you could not. They belong to the bed now. They belong to the sleep. The warmth travels to your hips and your pelvis. This is the center of gravity. Let it open. Let it soften. Any tightness held deep inside the hips is released. It flows out of you and into the darkness. Your lower body is a stone statue, ancient and peaceful, resting on the earth. Now the warmth moves into your belly. This is where we often hold our anxiety about the future, the knots of worry. Imagine the warmth untying these knots, one by one. The belly becomes soft and rhythmic, rising and falling with the breath. There is no armor here, only softness. The organs inside settle into their resting place. The digestion slows. The inner fire turns to a gentle ember. Move the attention to your hands. Your hands are the tools of the future. They grasp, they build, they write, they hold. But now, look at them with your mind's eye. They are open. They are empty. The fingers are curled softly, naturally. They are holding nothing. To hold nothing is to possess everything. To hold nothing is to be free. Let your hands be heavy. Let them sink into the mattress. They have no work to do. Their work is finished. The warmth flows up your arms, past the wrists, past the elbows, into the shoulders. The shoulders are where we carry the weight of the world. We carry the burden of what if and what next. Feel that weight being lifted off. Imagine invisible hands gently massaging your shoulders, pushing them down away from your ears. The burden is gone. It has evaporated into the night air. Your shoulders are light yet heavy with relaxation. Now the neck, the bridge between the body and the mind. Let the muscles of the neck lengthen. Let the throat open. Swallow once and feel the relaxation spread. The head is heavy on the pillow. The pillow is a cloud, soft and white, cradling your skull. You do not need to hold your head up. The pillow does it for you. Surrender the weight of your head completely. And finally, the face, the mask we wear for the world. Let it fall away. Smooth the forehead. Let the space between the eyebrows widen. There is no frown here. There is no question mark on your face. Relax the eyelids. They are heavy curtains made of velvet, drawn shut against the light. Beneath them, the eyes are still. They are looking at nothing. They are looking into the dark, velvety sleep. Relax the cheeks. Relax the mouth. Let the jaw hang loose. The tongue rests gently on the floor of the mouth. The lips are soft. The face is blank. It is the face of a sleeping child. It is the face of peace. You are now a landscape of stillness. You are a mountain range of silence. The wind of thought has stopped blowing. The dust has settled. Return to the breath. The breath is slower now, much slower. It is a whisper. In, out, in, out. Think of the concept of the future one last time, not with fear, but with distance. The future is a land that has not been discovered. It is a fog. You cannot live in the fog. You can only live here, on the solid ground of the present. When you try to live in the future, you are like a ghost haunting a house that has not been built yet. It is tiring. It is painful. But tonight, you are not a ghost. You are real. You are here. You are flesh and bone and breath resting in the now. The now is a point of infinite rest. It is a needle point, and on that point you are balanced perfectly. There is no room on the needle point for tomorrow. There is only room for this breath. Listen to the sound of the silence again. It has deepened. It is a vibration that resonates with the slow beating of your heart. Can you feel your heart? It is a slow, steady drum. It beats for you. It does not ask questions. It does not worry. It just beats. Boom, boom, boom. Slow, steady, calm. Sync your mind to this rhythm. Let your thoughts march to the slow beat of your heart, marching away over the horizon, leaving you behind in the quiet camp of sleep. Imagine yourself standing at the top of a long, gentle staircase. The staircase is covered in soft, thick carpet. It winds down into a beautiful, safe darkness. There are 10 steps. We will walk down them together. With each step, you will go deeper into relaxation. With each step, you will leave the surface world further behind. 10. Take the first step down. You feel your body getting heavier. The air is cooler here. It smells of lavender and rain. You are leaving the noise. 9. Stepping down. Deeper. The light from above is dimming. The shadows are wrapping around you like a shawl. Your legs are heavy and relaxed. 8. Down again. You are moving towards the center of the earth, towards the center of yourself. It is quiet here. So quiet. The silence is a music of its own. 7. Deeper still. You are drifting. The staircase is effortless. You are floating down more than walking. Your mind is becoming hazy. Thoughts are blurry shapes that drift away. 6. Halfway down. You are wrapped in a cocoon of peace. Nothing matters. The outside world is a million miles away. It is a story you once read, but now you have closed the book. 5. Stepping down. Deeper. The darkness is beautiful. It is the color of deep indigo. It is the color of rest. You feel safe. You feel at home. 4. Down. Your body is asleep. Only a tiny spark of awareness remains, and it is fading. It is a candle flame flickering in the wind, ready to go out. 3. Deeper. Almost there. The bottom of the staircase is a bed of soft clouds. You can see it waiting for you. It looks so inviting. 2. Down. You are hovering on the edge of sleep. The line between waking and sleeping is gone. You are mist. You are vapor. 1. You have reached the bottom. Step off the staircase and into the clouds. Float. Drift. You are now in the vast, open space of deep sleep. It is an ocean of tranquility. You are floating on your back in this ocean. The water is warm. It supports you completely. Above you, the sky is an infinite canvas of stars. But even the stars are fading now. Everything is fading. There is a concept in the ancient wisdom called the Great Void. It is not empty in a sad way. It is empty of suffering. It is empty of noise. It is empty of the ticking clock. It is the place where everything comes from and where everything returns. Tonight, you return to it. You return to the source. In this void, you do not need to be anyone. You do not need a name. You do not need a job title. You do not need a past. You do not need a future. You are just a seed of consciousness resting in the dark soil of the universe, waiting, resting, gathering strength. But the growing is for later. Now is only for sleeping. Feel the rhythm of the universe rocking you. It is a gentle sway, back and forth, like a cradle. The movement is so subtle you can barely feel it, but it is there. It lulls you deeper. Your breath is barely moving now. It is a thin thread of silk connecting you to life, but you are resting deep below the surface. The air breathes you. You do not breathe the air. It happens automatically. You are being breathed by the night. Let go of the last fingerhold on reality. Let your grip loosen. Let your hand open completely. The object you were holding, the future, falls away. It falls down, down, down into the abyss, and you watch it go without fear. You feel lighter without it. You feel free. The future is a dream. The past is a memory. Only this sleep is real. Imagine a heavy velvet curtain closing in front of your mind. It slides across the stage, shutting out the audience, shutting out the lights. The play is over. The actors have gone home. The theater is dark and silent. You are alone in the quiet, and it is the most beautiful feeling in the world. Silence, stillness, darkness. You are drifting further out to sea. The shore is gone. There are no landmarks. There is only the gentle water, falling deeper, falling softer, falling slower. The mind is blank. It is a slate with no writing. It is a sky with no clouds. It is a room with no furniture. It is pure space. The heart is slow. It beats with the rhythm of the earth. Thump, thump. A slow, ancient drum. The body is stone. It is part of the bed. It is part of the floor. It is immovable. It is heavy with rest. Nothing matters. The emails do not matter. The conversations do not matter. The plans do not matter. They are dust. Nothing exists. The world outside has vanished. The city has vanished. The house has vanished. Only this darkness exists. Only sleep. Sleep is the only truth right now. Drifting, like a leaf on a slow river, turning gently in the current. Floating, like a feather on the wind. Weightless, aimless, sinking, like a pebble in a deep pond. Going down to the soft, sandy bottom. The lesson is learned. You understand now. The future is a burden you do not need to carry to bed. You have set it down. The burden is gone. Your back is light. Your mind is clear. The peace is here. It is not coming tomorrow. It is not something to find. It is right here, inside the darkness behind your eyes. Sleep. Allow the word to echo in your mind. Sleep. Let it vibrate through your heavy limbs. Sleep. Let it be the final thought. Deep sleep. The kind of sleep that heals the bones, the kind of sleep that washes the soul. Quiet sleep. No dreams, no noise, just the velvet silence. Endless sleep. A sleep that feels like it lasts for 100 years. Rest in the now. The now is a soft pillow. Lay your head upon it. Rest in the dark. The dark is a warm blanket. Pull it up to your chin. Rest in the silence. The silence is a lullaby. Let it sing to you without words. Good night to the future. It will take care of itself. It does not need you tonight. Good night to the worry. It has no power here. It is a shadow that vanishes in the dark. Good night to the mind. You have worked hard. Now you must stop. You are free. Free from time. Free from doing. Free from being. You are peace. You are the stillness of the mountain. You are the depth of the ocean. You are sleep. 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 Chapter 10. Deep Sleep. Connecting with the universe and gentle impermanence. The echo of the word sleep hangs in the air like a soft mist. It settles over you. It settles over the room. The silence is no longer empty. It is a substance. It is a thick, comforting blanket that has been woven from the threads of the universe itself. You are wrapped in this silence. It holds you. It protects you. The world outside your window has faded away. The world of tomorrow has dissolved. There is only this bed. There is only this breath. There is only this moment of profound suspension. Feel the weight of your body sinking down. Gravity is not a force that pulls you. It is an embrace that accepts you. The earth beneath the floor, beneath the foundation of the building, is rising up to meet you. It is ancient and stable. It has supported millions of sleepers before you. It supports you now. You do not need to hold yourself up. You do not need to keep your muscles tight. You can surrender your weight completely. Let the mattress absorb the heaviness of your shoulders. Let the pillow absorb the heaviness of your head. Your thoughts are heavy too. Let them drop out of your mind and sink into the earth. They are compost for the soil of the night. They are no longer your burden to carry. Imagine a single leaf on a great ancient tree. It is autumn in the garden of the mind. The leaf has spent the whole summer drinking the sun, wrestling with the wind, holding on tight to the branch. It has worked hard, but now the air is cool. The sap has slowed. The leaf turns a beautiful shade of gold. It is brittle, but it is beautiful. It is ready. It does not need to do anything. It simply lets go. Watch this leaf in your mind. See it detach from the branch. It does not fall with fear. It falls with grace. It drifts on the quiet air. Left, right, spiraling slowly, dancing with the invisible currents of the night. It takes a long time to reach the ground. In that descent, there is total freedom. The leaf is no longer bound to the tree. It is flying. And finally it lands on the soft, damp moss below. It rests. It becomes part of the earth. You are that leaf. You have let go of the branch of the day. You are drifting. You are landing softly in the embrace of deep sleep. As you lie here, feel the boundaries of your skin begin to soften. Where does your body end and the air begin? The air in the room is cool and still. It touches your forehead. It touches your hands. It enters your lungs. The air inside you and the air outside you are the same air. There is no separation. You are breathing the universe. The universe is breathing you. In the Zen tradition, we speak of the great emptiness. This is not a sad emptiness. It is not a lonely emptiness. It is the emptiness of a bowl that is waiting to be filled. It is the emptiness of the sky that allows the clouds to float. Your mind is becoming like that sky. Vast, open, clear. The clouds of worry about the future have drifted past the horizon. They are gone. What remains is the pure, dark blue expanse of the night. Visualize the night sky above you. Imagine the roof of your room becoming transparent, dissolving into mist, revealing the cosmos. It is a velvet darkness, rich and deep. Scattered across this velvet are diamonds of light, the stars. Look at them. They are steady, they are silent, they do not hurry. A star does not worry about where it will be tomorrow. A star simply burns. It simply is. The light you see from them has traveled for thousands of years to reach your eyes tonight. In the face of such vast time, the meeting you have next week, the bill you have to pay, the conversation you need to have, all become very small. They are like grains of sand in a desert. They are not significant enough to disturb your peace. The stars watch over you. They are the eyes of the universe, heavy with sleep, blinking slowly. Allow your attention to drift to the spaces between the stars, the darkness, the void. This darkness is peaceful. It is the color of sleep. It is the color of rest. When you close your eyes, you see this same darkness. It is a mirror. The universe outside matches the universe inside. You are expanding. You are becoming as large as the night sky. Your consciousness is thinning out, spreading like a drop of ink in a glass of clear water, swirling, expanding, fading, until the ink is gone and only the water remains. Listen to the rhythm of your heart. It is a slow, steady drum. It is the rhythm of life itself. You do not have to tell your heart to beat. You do not have to schedule it. You do not have to plan it. It happens on its own. It is a gift. The intelligence of the universe is keeping you alive, pumping blood, repairing cells, while you do absolutely nothing. You can trust this intelligence. You can trust your body. It knows how to sleep. It knows how to heal. You are merely the passenger now. The vehicle is on autopilot. You can lean back. You can close your eyes. You can sleep. Think of a river flowing through a dark forest. The water is black and glossy under the moon. It moves over smooth stones. It moves around the roots of old trees. The river is always moving, yet it is always here. This is the nature of time. We try to grab the water, to hold it, to make it stop. That is where our suffering comes from. We try to hold on to the present, or we try to grab the future before it arrives. But you cannot grab the river. You can only float upon it. Tonight, you are floating. You are lying on your back in the cool, dark water of the river of time. The current is gentle. It carries you downstream. You do not need to swim. You do not need to steer. The river knows where it is going. It is going to the ocean, the great, wide, silent ocean of sleep. Feel the sensation of the water supporting you. It is cool against your skin. It washes away the dust of the past. It washes away the sweat of anxiety. You are clean. You are weightless. The trees on the banks pass by slowly, shadows and shapes. They are the events of your life. Let them pass. Do not reach out for them. Let them drift away behind you. You are moving toward the horizon, where the river meets the sea. As you float, consider the concept of impermanence. Everything changes. This moment changes into the next. The waking state changes into the sleeping state. This is the law of the universe. Nothing stays the same. And because nothing stays the same, no trouble lasts forever. No pain lasts forever. No worry lasts forever. Everything is a cloud passing across the moon. The moon remains. The light remains. The clouds dissolve. Your anxiety about the future is just a cloud. It is already changing. It is already breaking apart. It is becoming mist. It is becoming nothing. Breathe in deeply, filling your chest with the tranquility of the night. Breathe out slowly, emptying your lungs completely. With every exhale, you are practicing the art of dying to the moment. You are letting the moment go. You are practicing the little death of sleep. It is safe. It is natural. It is the most natural thing in the world. Imagine you are walking now in a beautiful, silent Zen garden. The ground is covered in white sand, raked into perfect, swirling patterns. The patterns look like waves frozen in time. The moon is full and bright, casting long, soft shadows. There are large, mossy rocks placed carefully in the sand. They look like islands in a sea of white. You are walking slowly. Your bare feet touch the cool sand. You can feel the individual grains, step by step. There is no sound here. Even the crickets are silent. The wind is asleep in the trees. You walk towards a small wooden pavilion at the center of the garden. It is open on all sides. Inside, there is a simple mat. A single candle burns with a steady, golden flame. You enter the pavilion. You sit on the mat. You watch the flame. It does not flicker. It is perfectly still. This flame is your mind. It has ceased its dancing. It has ceased its wavering. It is burning with a pure, steady light of awareness that is slowly dimming. Watch the flame. It becomes smaller. It becomes softer. The wax is melting. The wick is glowing. The light is turning into a warm, orange ember. You lie down on the mat in the pavilion. The roof above you shelters you. The garden surrounds you. The universe surrounds the garden. You are at the center of a series of protective circles. Nothing can reach you here. The future cannot find the path to this garden. The future does not have the map. Only you are here. Only the present moment is here. And even the present moment is beginning to fade. Your eyelids are so heavy. They feel like lead. They feel like stone. It would be impossible to open them now. And you do not want to open them. The world behind your eyes is more real, more comforting than the world outside. Behind your eyes, there is a vast, velvet space, a sanctuary. You are drifting deeper into this sanctuary. Let us return to the breath. Observe it like a curious child watching a wave. It comes in, it pauses, it goes out, it pauses. That pause at the bottom of the exhale is the door to deep sleep. It is a moment of total stillness, a moment of 0 point. Wait for that pause, linger in it. It is a tiny gap in the fabric of time. Slip through that gap. There is a story of a monk who asked his teacher, "How do I find the truth?" The teacher replied, "Walk on." The monk asked, "And when I reach the end?" The teacher said, "Walk on." Tonight you have reached the end of the day. You have reached the end of your strength. You have reached the end of your thinking. What do you do now? You sleep on. You let go of the need to find answers. The answer is in the rest. The truth is in the silence. Your legs are asleep. They are heavy logs sinking into the mud of the riverbank. Your arms are asleep. They are limp and warm. Your hands are open, fingers slightly curled, holding nothing. You are holding on to nothing. To hold nothing is to have everything. Your neck is soft. Your jaw is unhinged, slack, relaxed. The small muscles around your eyes are smoothing out. The furrows in your brow are being erased by the gentle hand of the night. You are becoming a blank slate. Imagine a heavy, warm blanket made of pure relaxation being pulled up over your feet. It moves slowly up your legs, over your knees, over your thighs. It is warm and heavy. It moves up your hips, your stomach, your chest. It covers your shoulders. It tucks you in. You are swaddled in peace. You are a cocoon. Inside this cocoon, you are dissolving. You are liquid. You are light. The mind that lives in the future is a mind that is running. But you are not running. You are lying down. The race is over. The track is empty. The stadium lights have been turned off. Everyone has gone home. There is just the empty field and the quiet night air. There is no finish line to cross. You are already there. You have arrived. Listen to the sound of the universe humming. It is a low vibration. It is the sound of Om. It is the sound of existence. It vibrates in your bones. It vibrates in the mattress. It vibrates in the walls. It is a lullaby that has no words, only presence. It says, you are safe. You are loved. You are part of the whole. As you drift deeper, concepts begin to lose their meaning. The word future is just a sound. It has no shape. The word worry is a puff of smoke. It disappears. The word I begins to fade. Who is sleeping? It is not the manager. It is not the parent. It is not the student. It is not the person with the name and the history. It is the life force itself. It is the breath. The breath is sleeping. The awareness is resting. You are floating in a boat on a calm lake. The mist is thick and white. You cannot see the shore. You cannot see the sky. You can only see the white mist swirling gently around the boat. The water is perfectly flat, like a mirror. The boat is drifting. You are lying in the bottom of the boat on soft cushions. The gentle rocking of the boat lulls you. Rocking, rocking. So slow, so gentle. The mist dampens all sound. It is a world of white cotton. You are safe in the white void. Drift, drift, drift. There is no tomorrow in the mist. There is no yesterday. There is only the sensation of floating. The separation between the boat and the water is disappearing. The separation between the water and the mist is disappearing. The separation between you and the mist is disappearing. You are becoming the mist. Soft, formless, silent. Deep down in your consciousness, a door is opening. It is an old, heavy wooden door. It opens easily, without a creak. Beyond the door is a staircase leading down. The steps are covered in soft moss. You take a step down. 1. You feel heavier, more relaxed. 2. The air gets cooler, sweeter. 3. You are leaving the surface world behind. 4. Deeper into the earth. 5. Deeper into yourself. 6. The light is dim and soothing. 7. Your body is miles away. 8. Your mind is a distant whisper. 9. You are almost there. 10. You're at the bottom of the stairs. You are in a great cavern of crystal and stone. In the center is a pool of glowing blue water. This is the pool of deep sleep. It radiates a warmth that touches your soul. You step into the water. It accepts you. You lie back and float. The water supports you completely. You are weightless in the glowing blue dark. This is the place where the universe recharges. This is the source of all energy. By doing nothing, you are tapping into the infinite power of the cosmos. You are a battery being placed in the charger. You do not need to understand how electricity works to be charged. You just need to stay connected. Stay in the water. Stay in the sleep. The stars outside are still turning. The earth is still spinning. The seasons are still changing. The grass is growing. The tides are shifting. All of this happens without your help. You are free of responsibility. You are free of the burden of being a person. For the next few hours, You are simply a vibration of peace. Let the silence sing to you. It sings a song of ancient mountains. It sings of deep ocean trenches where the sunlight never reaches. It sings of the spaces between galaxies. It sings of the peace that passes all understanding. Your breath is so shallow now, so quiet. It is like a thread of silk, fine and delicate. It weaves you into the night. In, out, in, out. There is no effort left. The machine has stopped. The engine is cold. The silence is complete. Good night to the stars. Good night to the moon. Good night to the wind. Good night to the earth. Good night to the self. You are the universe sleeping. You are the silence dreaming. You are the peace you have been looking for. Sink, sink, sink into the velvet, sink into the moss, sink into the blue water. Nothing matters now. Nothing exists now. Only this. Only sleep, 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 sleep. The mind is empty. The heart is full. The body is stone. The spirit is air. Drifting, floating, dissolving, gone. Sleep.